absolutely kill anyone. Win any games. Games so bad.
So,
Oh, but Bachira versus Nagi.
Barcelona can dream again. The stands
Peter
here
has
definitely
no
a place
skills.
for the hopeful, and no doubt
The
that hope is
nation.
replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus
Oh,
in unison. And already we're underway here. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Bellingham. Bellingham!
oh.
Well,
That's why
once
you need to
more,
press
it's
me,
him,
bro.
and we can't be
You don't
surprised
press me, I
because
shoot.
his instinct for doing this is incredible. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Bellingham demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Beckham. Interesting ball.
Beckham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Backward it goes. That's good running with the ball. Neymar. Oh, that is a real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Real chance here. Good
Oh,
read,
what
needed to
the
be.
fuck?
He's had a shot! spell. They are
You can't
flying.
stop me.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
Whoa, whoa. Who the fuck is that? Robson.
Barcelona get
Oh.
themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the shot! And it's there! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark.
What the fuck?
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
We haven't even started. What the fuck? They quit? Gameplay. Damn, what a lineup! Why he give up? Doesn't make sense. They gave up too soon, bro. Indonesian again. Back to back. Indonesian only lobbies. So you can, yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sweet.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion is truly adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Not even offside. What?
Just joining us, we
Not even
are
offside.
on the way.
What?
Just joining us, we
Not even
are
offside.
on the way.
What?
Just joining us, we
Not even offside. What? Not even offside.
engages and forces him off the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Forward.
Come on.
Engages and he's found a way past. That looks a decent ball. That looks a decent ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Maradona. Disappointed with that. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he
What the
is
hell are you doing?
those things. So much more.
What
Yeah,
the
we can
hell are you
testify
doing?
to that, having
What the hell are
He
you
certainly
doing?
wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
What the hell are
He
you
certainly
doing?
wasn't in the mood to take any
Hernandez,
risks.
can he get it through? Foden, well read, can he get it through? Danger is averted. Foden, Trion gets rid without
Wait,
sophistication.
stop. I wonder if it's Division 5. Wait, stop.
That is
I
pretty
wonder
much
if
the
it's
end of
Division
that.
5. Wait, stop.
That is
I
pretty
wonder
much
if
it.
it's Division
Stoichkov,
5. Wait,
he's
stop.
picked his way
I
through.
wonder if it's Division
Oh,
5.
that's a fine interception.
I wonder if it's Division 5.
Rice, that's a fine interception. Now it's Maradona. Oh, good spread. Now it's Maradona. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Ooh.
Deflected over the
Oh.
Barcelona with their first corner.
Ooh.
First in the game for either
Oh.
side, actually. With their first corner.
Ooh.
First in the game for either side, actually. With their first corner.
Ooh.
First in the game for either side, actually.
Ooh.
Great chance!
Oh.
Goal! Barcelona! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Atsu. 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 Atsu.
So a breakthrough already. So a breakthrough. Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball, and he's managed to get free. A great deal of the ball, and he's managed to get free.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pinches it off him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. Hakimi has it in a wide position. Hakimi, he's quick to snatch it back.
What the fuck? Just pick up the ball, man.
What
the fuck? Just pick up the ball, man.
What
the fuck? Just pick up the ball, man.
Just 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. He's shifting through the gears here. He's shifting through the gears. Nicely weighted ball.
On.
He's played him through. He has found a way through.
On.
He's played him through. He has found a way through.
On.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, well played. Has a look and has a
Oh.
go. Really cleanly.
Imagine.
Well, the contact was true enough.
Oh.
The aim wasn't
Imagine.
right.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too
Imagine.
well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was. He was looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was. He was looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And it's Maradona. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Maradona. And it's Neymar. Maradona. And it's Neymar. That's good play. Maradona. That's good play. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That's good deflected behind for a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. It's their second corner of the game.
Maradona.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Maradona.
And now they can spring he had in mind
Maradona.
that was not it. And now they can he had in mind
Maradona.
that was looking for the runner. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great hit.
Maradona.
Goal. Cristiano Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
He's so good.
Back on level terms.
He's so good.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He's so good.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get
He's
to
so
it.
good.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never
That
going to get
has
to it.
certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before the goal was kicked, and I still haven't moved. I was on the fence before the goal was kicked, and
That is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
that just required a bit more oomph to reach its top.
Oh, what a mistake! Shot a goal!
Oh.
Oh, what a mistake!
Let's go.
And they've got their lead back.
Let's go.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that
Oh.
until too late. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen
Barcelona
that until
take to lead.
deserves some sympathy there.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
What are you doing?
It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
What are you doing?
Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
What are you doing?
Hakimi kept aware.
Run.
It is
Faster.
to set free a runner. And he's
Run.
onside.
Faster.
Here he comes. He rises.
Run. Faster.
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Run.
It really shouldn't be
Faster.
allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with. It
Set Neymar.
shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with.
Set Neymar.
It
Set Neymar.
Messi.
Set Neymar.
No joy this time. Messi.
Set Neymar.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Foden. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! It's a loose ball. Goalkeeper's ball. It's a loose ball. Goalkeeper's ball. It's a loose ball. Now it's Mbappe. Boys, he's through and all alone. Now it's Mbappe. Boys, he's through and all alone. Fiddles it through. Boys, he's through and all alone. Fiddles it through. Chance to shoot now.
Hey, yo.
Referee has chance to shoot now.
Oh my
So
god.
a big chance now from
Oh my
Chelsea.
god.
And no surprise. That's a booking.
Left.
Oh my god.
Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off
Left
there.
stopping this, bro.
Denial of an obvious goal-scoring
Left
opportunity.
stopping this,
Well, I
bro.
suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent
Left
score.
stopping
So
this,
there's
bro.
no other option. Choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent
Stopping
score.
this, bro.
Now
My
to
God.
race for the ball.
Mbappe.
Stopping
this, bro. My God. Mbappe.
Maradona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
God. Mbappe.
Maradona clearly thought he had the beating
And this
of
could
the
be
keeper.
the final action of the first half.
Clearly thought he had the
And
beating
this
of
could
the
be
keeper.
the final action of the first half.
Mbappe missed that. Mbappe missed that. Mbappe missed that.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Mbappe missed that.
It's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges
Are you
victorious.
saying good?
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. And we're already back underway here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's had it nicked away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. Gently done. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake!
You know, we may be looking at another classic here, and I'm not going to guess what's going to happen next, but that is great togetherness and resolve.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides and with such great individual.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
What the fuck?
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And yes, it's him again. He's had a shot. Sticks it away. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
I don't have Freddy.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 47, le numéro 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 27.
So, all square and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar wins the duel this time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Shifted it to the flank. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Look, the game is full of...
It's Inzaghi! Oh, that is
Oh my God.
special.
What the fuck?
And a half. That is a gem, an absolute gem.
Paris
What a
Saint-Germain
strike.
really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
What a strike.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He is through here. Stood up well to him there. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
He's not even fouled. Referee. Because I'm black.
De Bruyne
Just because
is
I'm
eyeing his options
black.
in the middle. They've managed to get it away. Backward shapes to shoot. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Big Nasi.
Changement.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
What? How can you lose
Oh,
that?
easy pickings there. Speculative strike. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth
Or
a
one
try.
more.
Oh, that's well spotted. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about. It is red.
Who doesn't know how I
That
can
was deemed a denial
score a
of
free kick,
clear
huh?
goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Doesn't know. He doesn't know I can score a free kick. Wait, I'm out of stuff. Bro doesn't know. He doesn't know I can score a free kick. Oh man, hurry up. Don't have all time for this. Everybody got time for this. Everybody got time for this.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Messi is standing over this one. Messi! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Saka. Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Couldn't squeeze it through. There's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Le numéro
Real
7.
pressure penalty
À sa
this.
place, le numéro 29.
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
What is it?
Now it's Neymar. Good spot, he's seen the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Puyol gets good distance on it. Paris Saint-Germain get it back again. And here's De Bruyne. Cleared without complication. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Inzaghi! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there decent hit?
Oh my god!
Yes!
He did a hat trick.
Pump
What a stop!
This a man full of it all.
Barcelona clearly
What a finish!
executed that with
That a foul?
What
Yes,
a
the referee's
finish!
given it.
Holy cow!
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rice. Musiala. Oh, he's burst through. It's Maradona! He's kept it out just.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Ter Stegen can pick that up. Rice. Here's Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Hits one! They've done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Filippo
They are pumped. Boy,
Inzaghi.
they're pumped.
Crazy
A tough win earned
motherfucker.
through the power of will, and this place is bouncing.
Förstå gila. Det är insane. Look at those bots. What the fuck is this?
Well, these are, of course, early days, but we're in the unusual position here, potentially, of witnessing a team achieving their ultimate aim already. A win is what they need, and they certainly appear intent on getting it. It really is a sight to behold here, as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Barcelona come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Nicely spread. Played back in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gets his pass away. Now it's Rodrigo. Griezmann. Ah, that's a fine interception. No, that's been intercepted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary. And the shots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Guardiola certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Why is he forward? Why is he in the front? Play defense.
Beckenbauer is there, and he can pick it up. Forwards and with intent.
What's wrong with this game? Come on, man. Just because I'm black?
Rodrigo. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Maradona. Now it's Stoichkov. It's Maradona! Goal! Barcelona! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It
Let's
is what
go.
they have been yearning for.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I'm passing below.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Firmly met. And he's had it! Another chance! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter.
Come on, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next?
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Win for his.
So the perfect chance to get one back. It's a Spain free
Huh?
kick.
Badannya
He's
kecil.
gone for goal. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That has been cut short. Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here
Ah, yeah. Yes,
and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, yeah.
Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Gently done.
Hey, naughty.
And here comes the corner.
Star comeback.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Triol. And it's Stoichkov. That has been knocked clear. And it's Griezmann. Threads one in. Rodri. To Bruno Fernandes. That is good alertness. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes deals with that comfortably. Vitinha. Guerrero. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to dink it in. Mings gets across to intercept that. And here's Messi. Messi. That's going to go a long way. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space here. Hits one! Chance again? No.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Spain can counter promptly here. Puyol gets across and deals with it. And he's searching through. No foul, says the referee. Well, that is good. Super running shot. Can he finish? And it's there! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And the half-time whistle goes. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very
Just give up, bro.
one-sided. We appear perhaps heading for a
33-0.
cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Barcelona very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Cambio de jugadores.
And we're underway again. Vitinha, a real chance if he can get decent hit. Tries to get it clear. Looking for tries a shot. Well, they've got it again. Back into the middle. Griezmann, and he's there to get it away.
He turned on his cheat or something?
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, that's a key interception. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ude.
That's Maradona. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Hakimi. And here's Maradona. Barcelona 3 up and in almost complete control.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's burst through. Played with finesse. No, that was never going to make it. And that has put paid to that. Messi. Interesting ball. And the finish! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
He's a lucky boy. I've seen cards issued for less. Here's hoping he stays out of further trouble.
It's a lucky boy.
Barcelona do have
Like it's
options
also
available
sassy.
on the bench if they want to go that way. Pedri. Good, strong midfield running here. And he's straight offside. Messi. Spain finding their passes. Good running, strong and purposeful. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi, skillfully cut out. Great chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, we were anticipating
You
this.
thought you can score
Very
against
much set up
me?
for the counter-attack,
You
and I
cannot.
don't see it changing anytime
afraid.
soon.
El dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos.
He's got the shot away! And it's in! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Guerrero. Now it's Inzaghi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Maradona. And that interception was most necessary.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Bellingham. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. There's the hit! That has been knocked clear. Bellingham. For Musiala. Musiala. And that could set him on his way. Can he put it away? It's there!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona totally rampant here. And he was quick to react.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Courtois sends that a long way.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
He's looking to set free a runner into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Rodri. And he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's it. A statement win on a crucial day. And now major tests await. What are your thoughts?
Wih. Same tactic. Interesting.
Barcelona can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham! Bellingham! Danger averted for now. That's a throw.
Hit the bar. Come on, man.
The most accurate pass. Plays it from a quarterback position. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Now it's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. That's going to go a long way. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Triol. Musiala, a man who can do little wrong right now.
Well, he's certainly been running the flank and the channels relentlessly, I would say, Peter, and with a real sense of purpose too. That's what's really impressive. Same could be said for his quality of delivery. He's been excellent all round.
Nicked it back promptly. Roberto Carlos. Palmer. Shot goal! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Barcelona present
Jelas banget anjir. Udah di shoot juga.
possible chance here. This for the lead.
Tengah.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Ahal FC get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually
Jelas
say
sekarang dah,
that the
ngopernya
game
dah.
is over.
Analognya padahal udah bener arahnya. Cuman
Triol deals with that comfortably.
udah
A lot of space ahead of him. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this.
lawan Habib gue.
The chance to pull further clear. Corners you like, and they're running away with it.
Gerakin ke tengah
Not
anjir.
much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Ahal FC get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good spread. Laid back in.
Lari apa? Anjir.
He was alert to it.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Maradona. Now it's Stoichkov. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Gol.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful
Lagu
lot
bawa.
wrong, to be honest.
Bosen. Kegampangan.
And
Gol.
Stoichkov! Oh, the
Udah
keeper
sih gol.
never so well.
Tadi gue kayak gitu pakai Inzaghi kan, balik badan terus nge-shoot. Dur, masuk anjing. Comeback. Hat-trick.
The taker has
Start
to look
babak
for
kedua gue
options
main.
because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Guardiola. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Boom.
He's had a shot.
Gak baby gol.
Great effort.
Dua kali dia tadi kena tiang pertama.
Brilliantly
Pas
took
awal-awal
control
harusnya
of
udah
that.
1-0
That's
itu.
exactly what the situation
Gak
required.
baby gol ori. Baby gol ori finishingnya 99.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Stoichkov.
Ambil, dapet.
Hernandez. So what can they make
Yeah.
of this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Ambil lah.
Oh, that's a key interception. Triol spots it and intercepts.
Ya Allah, lawak sekali.
The ball
Hidup
just
ini.
didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision making and a weak execution.
No, that was never going to make it.
Nggak balance, Van Dijk.
Mbappe.
Wah,
Mbappe.
buset Van Dijk lagi, bro.
The movement is slick,
Oh, pasti
the
punya,
speed
pakai dulu.
is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Baby gol.
And the shot!
Baby gol. Langsung nih kalau kayak Barca, baju Barca sih.
Tadi gol mulu kasih ini. Gue udah tadi udah menang berapa kali? Udah menang 4 kali nih. Udah divisi 5 gue. Menang mulu. Udah kabur semua.
Hernandez
Udah
is there,
sama.
and he can get that clear.
Sekali lagi sundul.
A hard
Ini
FC
3-0 untuk
can
Mayan.
start a counter here.
54. Lalu Kaliman.
Triol kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Baru 2.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe.
Hernandez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That looks a good ball through. Musiala. And it's half-time here.
Mainin kartu ini. Kartu as.
Haji Stoichkov. Oke, kenal aja nih Haji Stoichkov. Kartu asan, Inzaghi, kartu as tuh. CR Paulus Bapu. Terus cuma CR gitu doang. Itu bagaimana?
Gue bantai. Tadi hat-trick anjing, comeback.
Gampang. Tinggal golin. Bismarck.
Forza ada lagi tuh di store, diskon lagi.
Here we go again then.
Lama gitu.
Well, this half might
Huh?
require them
Lah,
to produce a plan A, B, and C.
Banyak yang main
The
tapi.
score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that
Pertama
momentum
kali
to
dulu.
go again.
Palmer is sporting a guilty look
Bawah,
after
bawah.
that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Maradona. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And the shots!
Dia dapet. Gak jelas banget, gak AI gua. Kayak Maguire semua.
And they are pulling clear here.
Tahu
That
beda.
really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him.
Baru
He's got a
3-0.
fantastic appetite for goals.
Tries a shot.
Inzaghi.
It's a goal.
Oh, sana mah bawa bola.
And they are right back within
Sabar.
touch.
Kita bantai,
Yeah,
pelan-pelan.
and that
One by one.
transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Kalau Sagio itu jelek,
And it
jelek.
didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he
Susah
has
banget
scored.
ngelewatin dia deh.
The manager's
Ngilang
making
gitu.
an assist here.
Pasti ketahan.
Habis ketiga.
So is this the
Aduh,
start of a
terus.
comeback?
Nah,
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Barcelona
Sudah babak dia
needed
juga.
that. They really needed it.
Dapat
Oh, that's
banget.
brilliantly defended,
Joshua.
though. It looked destined for a
Bolo-bolo.
goal.
Ih, gue mau ngoper
Disappointed with that.
arah.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Distributed tidily. Back into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Maradona. Oh, it's a sweet ball that.
You
Yeah,
can never be
but
short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind
Really?
is filled. They've got to make this nice and quick.
yang penting buang bola kalau dapet.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich. Chance here to counter. Looking tidy in possession here. Maradona has been caught. there.
Messi yang masukin. Switch langsung.
Well, the ref's been lenient here.
Sabar.
And he'll get too many more chances.
Number 20, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field is
Turun
number
gitu.
9.
Itu turun lah.
Substitution in progress.
Terus terbuk. LBCBR tidak masalah. Jokin jauh.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bikin shot.
Kelebihan dikit tadi, harusnya nggak usah ditambahin. Masuk tuh kalau nggak ditambahin, anjir.
Usuin CR deh. Messi dia masukin 2 gol.
Delicate ball and it needs to
El
be.
Mangru.
And that has left him in a heap. He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal.
Tahu bilang I'm not like the rest of you. I am better. Better.
No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gitu.
Triol calmly anticipates.
Lama.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Neymar. He's beaten the last man. Spread it left. Lofted upfield. That is good alertness. Now it's Neymar. Guardiola. McAllister.
Posisi.
Roberto Carlos. McAllister. Now that's a lovely exchange.
Dih, kok gitu anjir?
R2 langsung. Kena body dikit. Body jelek amat.
Bagus dia. Tadi aneh aja ngebug itu suka kayak gitu.
Hakimi.
Script. Cheat maksudnya ini.
And they're not going to make
Gol
any
itu
further
tadi
progress
anjir,
now.
anjir.
And it's Maradona.
Siapa nih?
Now it's McAllister.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't.
Kita di kandang burung nih orang.
Barcelona get it back again. Inzaghi is onto this. Now it's Inzaghi.
Gol, auto gol. Finishing 99. Gimana nggak gol? Kalau nggak gol,
Kaget ya.
diganti game.
Gua nge-shoot ke situ, what the fuck.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Bisa nge-shoot dari situ gitu dia.
Keeper knew straight away
What the
he
fuck
was
is that
never gonna get
angle?
it.
Barcelona with
You
themselves
don't know
a
me,
chance
son.
of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Fourth official showing that there will be. Now the
Amin.
finish!
Ah,
Oh, it's come off the upright.
habisin.
The second
Let's
time.
go, Neymar, jujur.
Time.
Neymar jujur.
And we're all square again. Not a defender in sight.
Ah.
He had all.
Neymar
And that
jujur.
will be the final act.
Mbappe
Once
hehehe.
again, a contest of ferocity and marvelous talent from start to finish.
Bukan apa? Divisi kan tadi.
Seri bisa.
Bisa. Divisi malah bisa seri anjir.
Aku divisi sampai serata mulu.
Lu divisi apaan anjir?
Serius.
Kagak ada divisi extra time, nggak bisa.
Nah, orang gua seri banget. Nggak seri banget sih. Oh, seri. Orang Liga 3. Divisi 3.
Nggak bisa.
Lanjut extra time. Tapi
Koop. Ayo, buruan. They don't know me, son.
What is he doing?
Still catching up. Oh, so generous. Thank you. Cheer, cheer. Cheer, cheer. Nero, nero. Yes. Nero, nero. Cheer, cheer. Ugacho, shoot, Ajata. Janguchu. Oh, my goodness. Thank you everyone for the cheers. Pali-san, Nagbons, Gami-san, Word, Rico, Okabe-san, Chi. So, Bruno-san, Yumi-san, Mashi, White, Silva, Joey, Happy New Year. Not quite. Bob. Oxy, thank you. Oh, and Hang or Han, and thank you to welcome in. Da-da-da-da. Well, guys, you did it. We did it. Thank you. Tap. Oh, 24 hours indeed.
This was bottom.
Barunya ada. Itu ada.
Suara gua ada nggak?
Ada. Barunya ada. Nanti di bawah 6 CB. Setiap main dapat itu. Jong siapa? Jong. Ini baik banget sih.
Oh, udah CR gua tuh. Pemain jagoan lu no, God lu.
Real God.
God asli ada pildunnya. Yang asli ada pil dunia bro. Cap kaki 3. Naik lagi. Anjay. Headingnya kecil amat. Katanya Ronaldo. Set Hakimi. Yamal lah mantap. Ya apa nih buat ngerebut bola.
Anak taking, Messi taking, Messi flying,
They're just sitting there?
dan Venus is flying, anchoring, tertarik. Next roll.
Ini musuhnya taktik apaan anjir? Anjir, ada Luis Suarez lagi. Striker, the best of all time.
Michael Olise.
This guy keeps playing.
Dan dia main berdoa. Disuruh dia main berdoa.
Yeah, Vice.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly
Tar dulu, combo. Gua ketengahin dulu.
It's quite a struggle to get in here. Points of access hard to
Sabar.
come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates. But regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight.
So,
You can see we've already started here.
Sekarang aneh itunya arahnya, nggak ngerti gua sekarang gimana.
Suarez. Bit of a communication breakdown there it seems.
Nggak tahu ngikutin power, nggak tahu ngikutin analog sekarang.
Could be danger here. He's got
Tengahin.
Bellingham. A lot of space ahead of him. And the finish.
Sui.
What do you think of a to have started this? You've just seen it. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Gitu caranya, tarik aja nggak usah lewat depannya. Pasti kena intercept anjir.
And it's difficult to find an
Game
answer
bapuk.
to when it's applied like that. So a breakthrough already.
Christian Bergomi.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's cleared it out of
Apa ini?
lah, kalah.
Marquinhos has given away a free kick.
Kalau fall langsung fall by sih, gila jelas bedah.
Kan dicek dulu play on apa enggak.
Decent hit from there.
Tren bansos. Oh, bukan.
Now it's Rodrigo. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi going face to face with his great
Waduh, mau ke Bellingham padahal. Kalau udah ke Bellingham malah.
Inter Milan are already
Ini apa
ahead.
sih gini?
The perfect start.
It's been a super start. They've made
Messi! Anjay, dua golet.
Hot knife through butter. They have
Asis Puyol bro, gila nggak sih?
that looks like a pre-season goal. Win the ball
Messi, Messi.
It's starting to look very comfortable.
To be
The Neymar nggak?
Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Not so shade optimistic.
Bagus sih. Tapi larinya.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's onto this. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he got lucky because he was under pressure.
That looks a decent ball. Rodrigo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's played him through. Lovely bit of skill. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical. You have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Ya orang belum pernah selama ini mainnya. Ya habis sih.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Hakimi. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi.
Ke bawah. What the fuck?
Pass has gone astray. He's gone for goal!
Woi.
And that has skinned the post.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Cara gimana? Cok.
15 minutes till half time.
Messi harusnya itu kenapa ke CR game kenapa?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham. Marquinhos.
Ngapa lagi waktu itu?
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Passing.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Aims beyond the defence. Now there's a great chance!
Passing.
Suarez.
And that is
Rodrigo.
about as cool as they come.
Lah.
He picked his spot.
Suarez apa Rodrigo ini?
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner.
Kok yang ngambil bola Suarez?
Lyon get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Dapat
Seems to
bakal.
read well there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Olise, he is through here. Ball is over the line. And the ball's a good one here. Suarez is flagged offside.
Tipis.
Sedikit gak ngaruh.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's searching Cristiano
Good.
Baru asli, ini asli.
What the fuck?
really is quite fabulous.
Ini baru asli.
Nice assist. Gila gak tuh asisnya?
Iya.
3 assist gua.
Position of real strength.
Look, this position
Farming assist anjing.
convinced them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive
Umpan-umpan
about this
manja
now.
enak sekali.
Saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That's been drilled forward
Gokil bisa gitu mah.
and out to safety. Hakimi, good purposeful running this. Messi,
Aduh,
That's just playing it safe and simple.
baik itu baik.
Mbappe, and here's Messi. It's
Boom!
Ronaldo!
Ayo beli.
Umpan.
Into trouble.
Aduh, lama banget.
Maruk anjing nggak mau gua golin.
Tadi tinggal nge-shoot, tapi dia masih bawah bolanya.
Witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can
Padahal
carry
punya
on
Stoichkov
where
kalau ada
they left
cewek.
off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and
Tuh.
probably only one result coming here.
Inter Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again then. Olise. Messi. Decent progress down the left. Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left.
Boom! Tuh, pakai cair bahaya udah striker di bawah Konami itu.
He is simply indefatigable.
CR gua ini.
Kalau di bawah Konami gue pengen.
We've seen the hunger to win it back and the
Kayak
focus to
itu
make
kayaknya
it
harusnya
count.
kayak di bawah
A
Konami.
very tasty combination.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He
Wih,
thrives in these
asli.
Aduh.
Kota
Shoot
Lama
bahaya
ada.
tuh.
It's starting to look like a done deal. Lyon have a free kick.
Gitu caranya, ditarik bolanya anjay. What a goal tuh tadi.
And Scalvini, they've switched it over to the other side. Pedri. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
Apain bos?
Fence has got rid of that. Alexander-Arnold. Olise.
Di play saya.
Olise!
Omega gal.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Siapa lagi?
Olise tuh kulit skurler baru. Dia main ikutan dengan main dah. Apa ya? Neymar dah.
Anjir tadi ditarik tadi shoot biasa banget gol tuh anjir. Goal of the week.
Ini siapa sih yang jadi diganti? Aneh banget dia mah. Nah, gitu dari tadi. Kalau itu baik.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Numero
benches.
11. Neymar. Cambio di giocatori.
Rodri wins the duel this
Ah.
time. Pedri is looking to set free a runner.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Neymar jujur. Tidak, tidak bisa dribble. Neymar
Well,
jujur.
they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Aduh, aduh.
Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Scorsie di 80.314 spettatori.
Pretty robust defending.
Big chance!
Tolong.
Cedera tuh orang.
Yang penting nggak kuning. Yang penting nggak kuning, biar nggak
Mati
kuning.
tuh. Tuh orang mati ini.
Ada nggak kuning.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific.
Di sini.
move by the-
Boom.
He's got a goal! And surely that settles it. And that's it. That was
Orang bela mendadak orang.
unforgettable.
Lagi naik
As
soalnya.
if three weren't enough. This is nigh on
Tung,
utopia.
tung, tung.
Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Bellingham. That has been cut short. Nicely intercepted. Mbappe gets his pass away. That is a little undercooked.
Ya,
And he cuts out the supply.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And
Wait.
there's green grass ahead of him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
keburu-buruan ya.
Try from distance. Great football, shot and save.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Rodri tries to clear.
Meletup
Lyon can start
bijinya.
a counter here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, strong challenge there.
Mantap.
Havertz had a really good goal breaking through.
Buset, dibunuh kali itu.
He was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be...
Ngomel-ngomel baik bangun.
Komplain baik tadi bisa di.
Now it's Rodri.
Oh, mutar kam. Oh, oh. Tarkam baik anjing.
Pantai cair kabuk-kabuk. Wah, enak. Kocak, kocak. Digebuk cair kabuk-kabuk.
Kayak Havertz nih. Big time. Udah oke amat dah. Big time mulu.
Ya masih mati lagi stamina-nya. Udah guard dah, udah guard. Stoichkov lagi naik deh, Stoichkov bahaya. Take me back to the night.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wih, ditarik lagi.
That's been intercepted. Now this could be a chance.
Boom! Nih, udah bapuk. Habis.
Rises! And he's kept it out.
Super chair.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oliver Kahn apa Ter Stegen sih? Kagak ngaruh.
Fiddles it through. And played right into his path. And he's shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Forwards and with intent. Rodri. Interesting ball. Ooh, perfectly.
Boom!
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
In with the challenge. Bergamo. Can he latch on to this? Goes in for the header. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve
Ganti
it.
kiper nih orang.
Wow, that's a fine save. That's going to go a
Sub
long way.
kiper kayaknya deh.
Kesel deh. Kena mental.
Alexander
Dijualin cair dari mana tahu.
Neymar. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Yah,
Pretty clear, it is a
Gol.
goal.
Kelas ini Chelsea.
gua kayak Gue golin.
Nah, gue lu.
Scalvini did incur the wrath of the referee and deserved a penalty in the process.
The referee there, Peter, he spelled it out for him earlier.
Boom! Ya.
Ya,
Well, now it's a
biasa.
race for the ball. Not pretty,
Just
but it gets the job
ekspektasi.
done. Beckenbauer. Chouameni. Now it's Havertz. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Udah terancam juga. Coba hapus.
And the defence can get it clear. And it's Neymar. And he's on his way.
Shoot.
There's the
Oh.
shot. Goal! Yet another
Apa yang kena
goal.
mental musuhnya.
Awesome performance.
Terus
Thank
deh.
you.
Clean charge.
Ya kan kadang-kadang kelihatannya.
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Akan di skip musuhnya. Males. Udah males.
And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan, just a thrill to witness here.
Why always
Quick,
me?
slick, and such fun. You really
Di
would
Balotelli,
fear
Pak.
anyone playing up against them right now. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much the hero in this game. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with
Ori. Tom.
Ada 2 gue CR. Cobain yang satu lagi. Kalau ke bawah.
Aduh. Take me back to the night. I love something. Take me back to the night. CB. Mau bisa CB. De Jong CB, Marquinhos CB, Bergomi CB, Federico Di Marco CB.
Pede, buset. Coba CB.
CB semua pemain gitu.
Pacific fans, thank you for being amazing and just showing a lot of support, being there, present in the crowd. I think it's really awesome, so thank you a lot. So, Pacific.
Lawan bot. Beda CR. Nyobain yang ini. Bedanya apa?
Sama banget.
Tadi lu kasih counter target nggak?
Hmm?
CR kasih counter target tadi nggak?
Iya. Tertarget misinya hacking. First time shot, knuckle shot, long range shooting, acrobatic finishing itu seluruh banget. Semuanya ada ya. Theo Hernandez yang salju, yang bagus.
Masih ada tuh suara dangdutan.
Masih.
Ayo sono lagi. Jam 4.
Lilian Thuram, Gareth Bale, what the heck. Tomiyasu, Gareth Bale dari Anggota. Tadi dapat dari gratisan semua itu David Seaman.
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport around here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting it. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started.
Gua keluar baik.
Ronaldinho, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then. It's goals!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that could do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Gak bisa keluar lagi. Coba invite lagi. Relock air. Bocah malah keluar, misain baik.
Game baku.
Baru sama Nagi.
Noob kata baru. Noob one. Baru Mr. Aura.
CR no. Gue leader lagi.
CR Messi dong.
Pauk.
Pau.
Jangan DC. CR nggak naik, nggak bakal kayak tadi.
Oh, bahaya.
Dede, jangan DC.
Punya lama banget. Ya jam berapa lagi? Tundra lawan GG.
And maybe we might get a Liquid versus Gaming Grand Final, but I won't take any more of your time. Are you ready for the Dota?
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here.
Flags and Tsunami sure know how to hype up a crowd, but it is the final day of PI13. I'm going to be your host for this morning, Natty, and welcoming my panel for the very last time. It's beer, it's winter, and it's Jenkins. Good morning. You guys are looking absolutely handsome. Brushed up well for the final day.
Yeah, it's the final day at TI. You know, we got to be in our best fits and, of course, our best behavior. Winter, we have some fantastic storylines coming in here today. There's only one team that can win that won't have a previous TI win on.
Yeah, that's Gaming Gladiators. That's what, yeah, Flash and Tsunami were talking about. It's insane to think, oh, how fast 11 days has gone. We've gone all the way from 16 teams. Now only our top 3 are remaining. And it was in insane fashion in which they did all of these tours happening on stage so far.
Yeah, so
far all the way across the board, so we'll see.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short,
but I think right now
Barcelona
it's
clearly should have gone for the easier pass. You know, they'll have
be the dark horse to me, making all
feel good.
to get to that
after Liquid game
very,
using
very
the grand
good. You
final
can't ask for
time
much more
before,
than that.
but Tundra, even with the stand-in, looking like a
And we
contender.
have our very first
It could be
corner.
this little triangle of which teams are going to be able to beat each other. But Winter, this top three, is there one specific team you're turning your eyes towards?
I think Tundra, like Tundra, they already played very
Jeez.
in the upper bracket and
now
they
a
lost. I'm
sudden
pretty sure
chance to
they've learned
counter.
a lot out of that series and they've watched how Liquid were able to beat them.
Neymar,
So this
and
is
he's
going to be
got the
a very,
beating of
very
his
good
man.
game.
Yeah, Tundra had to make their lower bracket run start yesterday. And in fact, we're going to have a look at all of our games that did play out yesterday. We had 4 best of 3s, and let's get a little bit of a refresh for what happened.
Oh, that's a key
Buset.
interception.
Back 5 legenda semua.
Vitinha. And he's lost his man here.
Oh, good ball.
Still goalless at the
Ih,
moment.
dia lah tadi kenapa?
Spots it and intercepts.
Ngangkut segala tadi bolanya.
Straight to counter.
And now Cloud9, they just got to run. Kanto, he's going to get chased down by a man.
He's found support out wide. He's found a way through.
Watson's left alone. Falcons, they'll take the team fight.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Kalah.
Well, Peter, this guy,
Sweet.
Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree. Although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. Just loves to get on that front foot.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. And it's been taken short. Van der Vaart. Barcelona can start a counter here. He is through here.
Buset, dari body
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision making we can't. We learn from it.
There's the help. Everybody's so far on the map for Hector.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Offside that time.
Ada dribble nih. Dribble bahaya dah, mampus. Berhasil nggak berhasil juga
Got a straight.
Jumps through the trees, but Wukong's man, dead center is Pure, and he's already been hit by some stuns. They are all in to kill the low drone, but Pure got
Here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Nempel bernempel.
Now the breakaway. He's played him through. Van der Vaart. That is masterful defending. Across the quarter. Ended up in no man's land. Vitinha.
Van der Vaart really added the width there, thanks to Van der Vaart!
Gara-gara pemain dia. Jadi nggak bisa lewat, dia kan pemain dia, main bola lewat.
Really is so
Aghanim Scepter puts the end to Tofu. Quinn gets the stun off first, pops the BKB. Sonic Wave onto 2 though. The Doom onto Quinn. He tries to get the high ground. Whirlwind with the overgrowth comic. Nation just shredding these heroes on Gaming Gladiator's side. Quinn is going to be next. He was doomed at the beginning of the fight. They're going to buy back in mass. But 33 might be the first to fall for Liquid.
And that'll also be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Doom, some way, somehow.
It's Neymar. Made into space out wide. See that early. Used a certain
This is on the hook shot, Duraggio standing tall. Now Nisha
it's a
steps
nice
forward,
idea,
knows that
but
there's not
the
much that can kill him.
execution
Do they have anything else that they want to throw
Barcelona
out right now?
truly
There's the
have
shackle shot.
no need
They
to
need to
panic.
keep that
They can
alive.
assess at half-time.
Trying to apply damage, but it's not going to happen. Muerta's gone. Ace does not have what it takes to take down the rest of Liquid. They are way too strong, and they bought out for this fight. No buybacks for Dead. Team Liquid closing this one out.
searching through. Can he finish? Griezmann.
Muntulnya tidak beruntung mulu dah. Kayak musuh. Musuh rebornnya dapat mulu tuh.
Good work on the right flank here.
Still the Raptors taking out great boundless strike. The jump in finds Thompson, he's dead. Damage out from Whitemon. This Enchantress is hitting very hard. The buyback comes, but there's no buyback for Malrine. Skinner, they need to get more kills. They got to take a couple more of these guys down. Pure ready to hit right into him, but look at him.
No way through.
The high ground. Only Mana can stop this spree. Coming from the Enchantress. Snaking.
That is a great
He's still standing there. Right in front and center, wanting to kill him off. The smiles coming from Ramses. He knows what's happening.
Actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Chase down, pulls him back in, but immediately interrupted again.
And he's there to clear it.
Skinner, nowhere left to go.
The referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing rooms. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It was a massive day yesterday. We saw 3 teams go home. Our top 6 became our top 3. And I mean, Tundra being able to survive both of those elimination games for themselves. It was a massive one, Jenkins. And that is what has put them in such a great position for the potential rematch that is going to happen. Well, the potential rematch that is happening up against Gaming Gladiators, who they faced on the very first day of TI13 here on the main stage. They were 2-0'd by Gaming Gladiators in the upper bracket. Liquid got that 2-0 over Cloud9. That's how we saw Team Liquid and Gaming Gladiators face off against each other again yesterday. But that low bracket run that Sparkles unfortunately had ended for them yesterday, it was doing amazing. All around them was to that 1W. It was BB Team Cloud9, but unfortunately just wasn't able to make it to the very last day that year.
Yeah, and I feel like Tundra here has been like the most improved game so far of the tournament. You know, gaming, they played really good, Liquid have looked really good. I feel like Tundra has added a lot of improvements that are just really good. You have to do the top
right into his path.
Something that he's pulling out his first pick now.
Nice.
Or before they were
looking for the run.
Like, nah, Top's just too good on it. We're just going to pick it. You have to worry about Ramses' tank. You have to worry about his bars. But on top of that, here out of nowhere,
it's anyone's ball now.
So somehow, like, Tundra became this team that was unsolvable.
Yeah, a lot of different moving parts.
Beautifully
balanced midfield. But Winter, there's so many storylines that happen in this top 3. The potential for a three-peat, the potential for
here, but ultimately there was
5
no way
brand
through.
new names to go onto
He was
that
eager to get a shot
in
at
one
it, but there was too much flesh and bone in his palm.
It's like that to see like the Queenie on the last remaining any he's going to be carrying a lot of
Jim, is that the manager telling the
I want to
boys
see
that
him,
they
you know,
must
finally
stay
lift
forward
something
for
big,
now?
you know,
Well, I
he's
think he
the one
just
that I feel
is
like
concentrating on the shape
has been
here,
really
and
going
he
very
wants
well
them
a lot
to
of tournaments, but
press
yeah,
as high as they
not
can
in his,
and get in the right
chest yet.
position
Yeah,
to do
I'm
that
surprised you
collectively.
weren't saying for SEA because White
here's
Hunt
Cristiano
is the
Ronaldo.
only destination to make
Hey.
a podium
Yes, the,
for
referee's
any
given it.
international, and then on top of that,
Gua
he has
ki-
the potential to be lifting the
Buat
trophies
asli.
with him as well, or the Aegis, I should say. Something so
buat
important.
asli.
Let's look at our schedule because they're not in that grand final
Gol tuh.
just yet. The only team that we
Gerakin
do
loh.
know is going to be Liquid. That's all the way down at the end though. Before that, we got our lower bracket finals. We'll delve into that one in a little bit of time. But what is going to fill up our space between that lower bracket finals and the grand finals, because our teams do need a break, is the cosplay contest
Apa
and the
gitu
short
dah?
film contest as well that Jacob is going to steal a little bit throughout the playoffs. We were playing those within the breaks for the series.
Yeah, every year this is my favorite day of Dota. I mean, TI is meant to be a celebration of the game, so it's nice to have these other facets of the game coming in, and we get to have a competition.
Mantap akhirnya.
Ask something. You said you think, maybe it was you think Tundra is...
Apalagi lihat Messi menang bola kayak apa.
Let's do prediction. That's what I wanted.
Okay, you put it out there. You want to be
Bau kaki.
Because I think we're actually split.
Bau kos kaki.
Memasak.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was
Sedang
willing him
memasak.
to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I think Tundra this series, to win it all, I think Liquid is probably my favorite.
Okay, I thought we were split. I would also say, I feel like they got knocked down, they tried Phoenix, they tried Muerta, it didn't work out. Liquid, they figured out this 5-man death ball that picks some sort of like gold farming hero with the moon in the visage, or like 5-manning and doing something. They also like getting that extra network, they getting the next core item.
Gua nunggu digerakin kipernya. Gak digerakin.
None of us think that the upper bracket team is going to win.
Overcook.
Winter said.
I said that.
Oh, you said Liquid.
Yeah, he did. Well, look, we can't look towards that just yet, right? We don't even know
Di.
who we're going up against. So I feel like you should really predictions to try and make for yourselves. We do have the Gaming Gladiators up against Tundra. We've already faced off once before in the upper bracket, and someone who loves to look at replays, give us a little bit more insight, is Purge.
Thanks, Nat. Yeah, they played once already in this tournament 2 days ago, and I want to take a look at what happened exactly. In the draft here, in game number 1, their last pick here was an Alchemist, which is an interesting hero for a mid lane, because it's a very farm-heavy hero, but if they can make it work, let's see it happen. However, things didn't go so great for here. This is a minute and 40 seconds in the game. A really clutch arrow by Tofu gets them the first blood in the offlane, making things hard for him. To make matters worse, Quinn gets regen right at the 6-minute mark, and he's going to use that to gank the top lane. Tundra does escape, knowing that this is probably coming, but he's so fast and he has so much mana, he easily runs him down, gets a double kill. So, when your carry is behind, especially a carry of pure scout, what do? You need to help catch him up. And Thompson did try rotating to slow down the pressure on the map, but unfortunately, he's a mid-alchemist. He doesn't do that good in these side lane ganks with his network.
Oper anjir.
Realizing he's in trouble,
Maruk bener. Belum menang. Oper tadi kosong.
And if we take a look at the 16-minute mark, look at these network differences. This big chunk here is basically just Radiance, an item that helps him fight when the fight comes, but doesn't really help him equalize the network difference, which is a big problem. First game. In game 2, they had a better laning stage from Fear. They were pressuring their off lanes with the drinking buddies, and movement speed, but again for Fear, this is pretty scary for him, but he manages to survive this game where basically every hero on the map is trying to get him. Very spooky for him, but the problem is this transition would eventually find a haste room, ends up finding him in the jungle and killing him here. Very unfortunate for Fear, and then he spends the next like 10 or so minutes jumping. This is not going to catch him up on a hero like Draw Ranger. Maybe Luna or some other
bawah kosong tadi. Bawah.
The name of the game here
Segitiga.
for Tundra is to make sure that they can stay in that
Aduh, tadi segitiga tuh pas quick itu.
Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that is one potential
as far
that
as
they
they're
could
going to
go.
go.
Purge gave us insights. He did all the hard work for Tundra. All they had to do was be watching this broadcast, is that they need to be able to stay ahead. The other way they could potentially
concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game
try and
could
slow it
get
down,
Heal the winner.
find a way to stop the snowball trajectory that Gaming Gladiators love to draw for themselves.
Now, what about a
Look at what they
counter-attack?
did yesterday, but do Tundra have the same spiritual and the same execution level to be able to do that?
Facing up to his adversary.
Banyak gaya. Banyak gaya. Lama banget megang bolanya. Aduh, jebolan dah.
Now, can he find a finish?
Kocak banget tuh gue nih, orang ngapain sih muter-muter opera aja nggak? Bleeding is Marcelino anjing.
Abis.
Bleeding is Marcelino.
Obviously increases your chances of
that's why like that, like especially in this match. Maybe not on liquid plays, but definitely this you do have Pure, who's playing really good lone druid. You have Daracho, who's showing he really loves the hero. Hasty flexes too, and this hero has just proven that it's incredibly strong right now. So I don't think it's
now,
but
there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late
Will that now get into the pool? Do we see more of these food heroes?
Aduh.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is going to be next because we had which was considered S plus tier. There was Kuba, which was
Come on, man.
S tier. Before that,
Shootnya ke kiper anjing.
So I do wonder on this final day, are we going to see the
Oper.
Tundra of old strat where the lone
Idih, gak nge-shoot anjir.
which is very risky given how it looked. The lone druid seems quite hard to answer, but possible. When something is hard to answer, that's when you know the enemy is going to win. So it gives you that advantage. Or maybe there's something new. Every day here, it feels like there's a new hero that we see. It's completely overpowered. it also seems like people are trying to
Ya,
get that new hero.
Udah apa tuh dia?
bawah anjir tadi kosong tengahnya enak. Anjir malah ke atas.
Tahu gitu tuh yang dua.
It didn't look good, but
Anjir.
I think it makes sense because like we talked about
Tadi
yesterday,
tuh
with this
ke
matchup,
tengah
there are
anjir.
so many
Malah ke atas
variations of
dah.
things that you can do in Dota.
Gak ada orang itu.
Genuinely these like undiscovered OP things, and if you can find the one that counters the current meta, you will win TI.
I'm actually probably willing to do the trade-off of maybe getting sniper and giving you a I feel like that's probably maybe one of the
risky business right there.
Yeah, because you outrange him and the hero is just pretty good as well overall in the game.
No, I would agree with that. I think historically speaking, sniper is at least counter druid. Anything that like slows your bear down and is able to hit you far has been nice, but like the slow druid is so different now. Like you can, if you really want to, get a harpoon. Yeah, that's the idea.
That's exactly what I'm
like.
Yeah.
So that is like different now because before you'd kite the bear, but I still think this could be an answer. So like the lone druid, the snipers, invokers in the pool as well. You know, sniper might be countered as well by Sand Kings, Mars.
Lupa gua ganti CR.
These are like the big heroes I'm looking at. I'm mainly looking at Tundra's hero pool because they're on a tear right now.
Bagusnya kalau lagi naik doang.
Over and over again. Whereas Gaiman, they are still too. They kind of like faltered a little bit in their drafting. I feel like they went for like this Morta type of style, and like that's not something that's the final beast. So I feel like they probably had to sit down and it was like, hey, I'm not sure what we're doing yesterday. We have to change things. So Tundra's going to be predictable, whereas I feel like Gaiman is not.
I do know as well when they went up against each other, Tundra and Gaming Gladiators, we heard from Moon himself, and he said, we tried to ban out a lot of the summons against Gaming Gladiators, that was their strat. It didn't feel like it was a very cohesive, I don't want to say well thought out, because, you know, I do have full faith in Moon and what he's doing for Tundra, but it just felt very basic. This is just what we have to try and ban for themselves, and maybe focusing too much on taking away from them rather than picking for yourself.
I mean, you say basic, but I do think that they need to keep it simple, you know, when they try to overcomplicate with the elk over the last pick in the previous series, that's when the game felt really difficult for them, you know.
I do feel like from what we've heard from Moon, he is a fairly YOLO crafter. We saw in the group stage when they picked the Wind Ranger and then 5 different buffs on the runner.
It was the Mars, then the
Alacrity,
in
Marcy,
and then Marana support with the Solar Cloud.
Yeah, it was a lot. And he was like, yeah, we're just trying it, we're going to see what happens. Next game, they did a full minus armor strategy, so he really does just try things, and if it doesn't work out, it goes back to the drawing board.
Well, we've tried to point out a lot of how can Tundra look at taking down Gaming Gladiators, getting that revenge, but on the flip side, Gaming Gladiators also now in the lower bracket. How are they going to be able to take advantage of Tundra? The one time that it felt that they might have faltered was when we saw Falcons really focus on banning out those Frenzy's heroes, try and put him on a smaller hero pool. But that was the trade-up, is he was still able, Tundra was still able to get a lot of farm, a lot of gun on the map with that mid-sniper. That's why I'm very surprised when you're like, I'm willing to make that trade.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I feel like it's important to consider your opponent's comfort area, like comfort heroes. You want to make them play uncomfortable heroes, and that's going to also be a pretty good advantage for you. There's a lot of things you can drop. It's very hard to pinpoint one exact thing to do in the draft. Every draft has their own preferences, what they like and what they don't like. You obviously also have to consider what your players like and what players don't like. But on top of that, I do feel like the drafter needs to sometimes be willing to take a risk.
Good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too.
I mean, I can pinpoint one thing. This guy right here. Yeah, I think you give Ramsey March. This by far looks like his best hero. He does so much for his team with this hero. What he's using
in this atmosphere
don't get vision
hide from the truth about how much
set up
this
team
game
fights. He's sometimes not even
the
using the
scene
spear. Just
overflows with colour.
I think you consider first phase banning it. And, I mean, we saw him on the field yesterday, and he did come in clutch in the late game, but the early game he really struggled. He was like 5th on network or something, which is a very atypical
with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Pada pakai keeper field dulu.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Would be Sand King for sure, and then outside of that, I would make sure they don't get the Naga, because Naga's too good in the last one. Like I feel like you just can't give away those two.
Running strong
And then if you can in that
purposeful.
second phase, sure, ban out the Mars, try to ban out the.
Here's Messi.
But I just like
Engages and forces it
Karena
off.
body aja nggak bisa ngumpan, bener-bener nggak bisa.
Makalele defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up.
Makalele, legenda Persib.
We've
Essien.
seen a lot of focus on a carry beam, the active one, that's the one that wants to fight. It's your environment and your sports that are willing to make that space. But on the other side, Ramsey's like, just give me a flip down. That's it. I'll make space for everyone else on my team.
Dapat nih. Boom!
Ya Allah.
Eres apa dan
I like to talk a lot about like the different plays.
Well, he certainly wasn't
Balance everything.
Kiper aja.
Very good balance.
Oh, look, we're hearing the horn. We're hearing it so right. We have to get our lower bracket pass on the way. Let's welcome our very first team.
Ayo.
Boom! Astaga, tiang.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice touch.
Nggak dapat. Udah ditarik lagi dari bolanya.
Played moment, they could be in here. De Jong.
Boom! Buset, ditangkap gak tuh.
Copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really are in the ascendancy.
Impostor.
Very familiar with the championship. Sunday, they've been on an international stage before. They were runners-up last year. Top 3 is not what they're after. They want to make it to that grand finals, a best of 3, and their opponents are standing in their way. So let's welcome them to the stage as well.
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game. Now to turn it into a strike.
Kok ke situ anjing?
Gak tahu.
Jauh banget. Gak jelas. Powernya dikit banget juga padahal tadi.
And it's Messi. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Makalele. Will play for Mendieta.
Sama dari jauh.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Gua salah nih, bajunya mirip anjir.
Salah. Wah, pelanggaran tuh. Bisa tambah kaki boleh.
This team is familiar with the lower bracket after their run yesterday. They're not afraid of elimination. They've been on the road before. It's
Dapat.
smiles across the board for them. Let's see what's going to happen in game number 1. If their smiles are going to remain champions.
Ambil.
Well, we have good
Bagiannya berapa sih?
game in Gladiators. The audience was shooting
Sudah.
Astaga. 100% win rate in series.
Kayak gini babu.
Chewing gum. Yes, I believe
Oh my god.
Kesel.
Sweet. Ronaldo Wati. Tukut.
Apa sih sih Makalele body apa cuma emosi.
Ambil. Ah.
Jadi apa?
Ini. Dapat.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Get into it, start talking about the game, and now you just try to relax.
Boom!
Pelukan sama CR.
Lihat di TR, gak cari keluar ke atas.
Ankara Messi. The real God has filled dune, bro.
Gila. Dari tadi backnya nempel.
Sweet. Speed udah live belum? Lupa lagi gua. Can you check dong if Speed has live or not? Dong, can you see Speed live or not yet? Wait. Can you check if Speed live not? Can you check Speed? Is he live yet or not?
I think
Corner taken quickly, Origi.
because they actually had time to sit down and go over what happened. I think they'll probably go back to the Underlord and go back to their original. They picked some goofy stuff.
Speed live yet or not? Can you check speed live yet? Can you speed check for speed? Speed check speed. Just speed. Check it speed.
Great. The Glimpse is very risky as well. We saw Ace on the final piece. It just doesn't fit the current style that gaming is winning with. So I feel like they just need to run back what they did in the previous series, at least one game. If that doesn't go well, then they can go back to the drawing board, because clearly Tundra has made some progress.
Speed not live yet? When speed live?
The start, just do what's already working before.
Just one goal.
Yeah, back to basics, right? You just need to make sure what you're winning people, and you have to kind of try to focus on that.
When speed live?
In the back, so I feel like I just try not to be too worried about your opponents here. I think the last thing you want to be is like just trying to figure out, what are they going to do in this game? How should we do it? Just try to focus on yourself, calm your nerves, and just play your game,
When speed live? You don't watch him live? Watch him live, bro.
That game number 2 did play out on the side of Gaming Gladiators. They had that Enigma going to the position 5. It felt like, his whole sole purpose was just focusing his puck, trying to get the black hole on the puck. Something like one of the worst performances we've seen. Rangers and the Conqueror as well. There was just massive damage issues coming out from them. And so I wonder how you're going to combat that. Is it now is that the answer to Gaming Gladiators? Focus on having more team out for yourself here?
I think that definitely helps, but in that series in particular,
Tidak.
Dih, gua Ratu Kotak kadang-kadang nggak kepencet mulu deh sekarang deh.
But it was like after the game, and there's like we need to start down. They started picking more of the meta heroes there, instead of trying to counter what they see. We didn't even talk about before we tried banning out this rule. That's just never going to work. This is like Game Gliders. They've been running these strategies for 2 years. You can't ban them out. You have to know how you're going to play against it, and that's the only way you're going to beat it.
R1 kotaknya nggak kepencet mulu deh.
They put Quinn in a position where if you get it, it's Nisha had a way around that, and all of a sudden
Boom!
Can Thompson put Quinn in a similar position? We'll have to see, but there has to be that one piece that you exploit what game you does. You can't ban that.
The Dragon Knight is one that's pretty consistent, alright, being picked up for a lot of teams throughout this tournament, throughout the rotation for the tournament campaign as well. But this
really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ignored, not even necessarily banned. Like, what about it is what about Dragon Knight is it that teams love? What does he contribute either in the mid lane or the carry that gives him flex too?
I personally don't really rate this hero as high. I think
Yes!
Woo!
Like we've already mentioned, how we really dislike the mid-game because you kind of don't really use the strength of the hero. The strength of the hero farms really quick into fire dragon. He scales, he does a lot of damage, but with a mid-DK, sure you can maybe put it into mid when you see a good matchup, but after winning the lane, I feel like they probably shouldn't really go for the mid items. I think you still need to be some sort of carry. His Queen went from Mage Slayer into a Hurricane Pike, which kind of felt okay in the beginning, but the longer the game goes, I feel like the hero just falls off completely, and maybe that's not the right reason for picking the DK, You're not really using the hero.
I mean, the GK skills where you're going to need these puck launches and magic damage on the back line. You're just building an invisible right click. And it's really awkward to get there as a mid, because you want to be on the map all the time. Like, threatening supports, pulling them. Like, DK can't really do that. Like, you have to just go through teams and linear play style. You just have to just farm until you have like a Davis, and then you're just like a right click carry. And that's where it's kind of awkward, because you're missing that magic damage, like, goal ball hero from mid lane.
I will say, I could see Gaiman leaving the DK in.
Why always against me?
Hero that was pretty much invented by Pure in the carry.
Always against me.
Everybody else playing DK was falling off. Everybody was going for the green dragon form. Pure was just like, okay, well, this cleave facet is really broken. And he was consistently the most farmed hero in the game. However, we saw the Windrunner with the Revenant Bridge yesterday. That or DK shred. And that's the thing, DK likes to play these long fights, and he can do that.
Always against me, man.
He's got a ton of armor, he's got a ton of regen.
keeping his
just very
cards in his
tanky,
pocket.
not against Windrunner. I also feel like a hero like Alchemist will outpace a DK because yes, DK can farm fast. You're never gonna outfarm an Alchemist. You can get some auras and then have an Alpha that will beat a DK. So I guess I see solutions to it, but I also see a
Ini
team
umpan manja nih.
that is very good at DK, and I think they'll probably still pick it. So gaming could bait it.
I mean, the issue with the DK is he's slow.
Lama sekali ngesut doang.
That's why we hear them mentioning trying to slow the game down. So if you're trying to slow the game down, is DK even the right choice to do that?
Ambil.
Everyone needs to farm a lot.
It came to nothing.
Maybe. I mean, he can stand in front of towers.
Astaga.
So I guess it depends on what
Sweet.
you want.
Sweet.
Might not be able to ban a lot of those heroes, and Ace really likes playing it. So you have to really consider a lot of things when you're going into the DK.
I do remember as well yesterday, you were telling us that every game the Gaming Gladiators they're not a team that this tournament is constantly dominating.
They haven't had draws that we've seen with us. The 3 games which did go they did not win. So they don't have a lot of experience probably playing in that league. They typically all in on picking heroes that play quickly, by the auras, and usually it just clicks and they win the game by that point, right? So if you can drag in at that 40+ minute mark, you're probably going to win. It's not a guarantee thing, of course, but
Sama baik maruknya anjir.
and that's the really where you have to you guys like figure out how am I going to get to that 40-minute mark against this team, because they typically bring the pressure. And I'm hoping they
Ambil.
shook too much yesterday after they lost against
Ayo.
because this team
Boom.
they're really good. Where you change your play style completely, which it really felt like they did do in that game here. But you do have the night to think about it. You know, it should be easy to be said. They've been playing the same way.
Waalaikumsalam.
Reverse back to what has been working.
There were some fantastic stats, by the way. I do love it that Hunter has a higher average game time by 3 minutes over Gaming Gladiators, but they have the shortest
real appetite from them to
15 minutes,
put this
but
game
also
to
the
bed.
longer, 67 minutes of this TI. I mean, the fact that they're two opposite ends of the spectrum for game length is pretty phenomenal. This shows the versatility of what they're able to do then, but Gaming Gladiators, they were very consistent. I believe that their shortest was 24 and their longest
never going to make it.
they know that window, they're able to really hit not only the power spikes for them, but the
No.
we talked about what heroes will slowly be in the meta, who has been favoring what, but you mentioned the Wind Ranger Revenant Scrooge. Let's talk about other interesting item builds that happened throughout this tournament that you guys can remember that might also still be worthwhile mentioning. Is this Revenant Scrooge only really viable for the Wind Ranger? What is it about it that makes it so good for her? That it's like,
Umpan manja.
I mean, what makes it so strong is draining mana between you are using the whirlwind, and it turns all of your
Bagus kan ini cara?
magical damage, which means what people would normally build against it, which is a bunch of armor and sustain, Crimson Guard, and the things that are preventing these small damage instances of physical damage. All of a sudden you have quite large damage instances of magic damage. Nobody's going Eternal Shroud this item is there. We're seeing not that many BKBs, and even if there is a BKB, you can just turn off. It just makes it so this hero feels relatively uncounterable in the game. But it is a fourth item, so you can still have a timing against Windrunner. I do genuinely believe today, when we see Liquid play in the Grand Finals, this will be a thing. It was against Huerta, and in the previous game it was against Underlord of the Crimson Guard. So you could argue the only reason they can do that was because in those two games it actually happened to be a very good item.
so it's still situational. It's not just, hey, this is
I
just
don't
great.
make that argument until we see it in the Grand Finals, because I think Liquid is the type of team who discovers that on the final second to last day of TI and then use it to try to win. I think that's just the type of team.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just straight up good on the hero.
Where's my penalty merchant
Specific
still?
situation that we talked about, like the armor, the DK, the Crimson Guard. I think those are situations that make it even better. But I think in general, it's just a very, very good item on the hero when you can abuse it without using mana and you're running in. Late game, there's a lot of heroes that have armor items, so it's just going to be very, very useful regardless.
It's pretty interesting. I think the carry pool right now is incredibly small right now. Wind Ranger has been in the meta.
Anjay.
Like, Wind Ranger carries right now that I think all the focus to make it count. And on the second tier, I think we have like Alchemist and Luna. And then I'm not sure what's after that. I think that's the list right there. People are trying to pull out like Fortes, after that. They don't seem really good. Those heroes are probably fine if the other two does have one of those four other heroes.
Yep, and I think the point that Fear you made on one of them was
Gue dapet 10 assist ini achievement aja. Easy game.
41 dari 47 dribble no.
Right now are so good in their position that it's not even worth flexing. So I think in that sense, today's draft will be predictable other than the Thompson factor. I think that's the one thing that we've given up on trying to predict.
Yeah, we said yesterday, after yesterday's series, we're just not going to try and predict anymore. There's no more conversation about it.
We're going to do it anyway.
Still gonna do it. Great. I'm so glad you guys want to do that anyway. We did see this small comparison between the hero diversity of the two teams there, all of their players, of what they like to do. Celery having a much higher hero diversity than Whitemon on the position 5 is a bit of a head scratcher, because it feels like we've got so many good supports that you wouldn't really be looking to bring in outside heroes from that meta, you know? There's bound to be something let in that is quote-unquote broken that people love to prioritize, and yet Celery is still finding more. Gaming Gladiators is still able to put them on heroes that aren't fitting that quota of a Tusk or a Naga or an Enchantress. I mean, he's the only one's doing the chat.
Ready bang? Bentar, CR belum gue ganti.
I think one thing to note is a lot of
CR yang ini ada. Kayak bagusan yang ini.
Ideas between between the heroes, right? Is how the spells interact, like drinking buddies and visage familiars. I think stuff like that. Like people are focusing on trying to come up with ways to break apart the game, you know? And I feel like in the support meta right now, you have a lot of options. You're always gonna get something really good and something really viable. But the main thing is you want something that's gonna be able to pair with a lot of the cores that are being picked.
Yeah, another reason in my eyes that this is happening is because a lot of the teams that are trying to beat Gaiman are trying to ban out summons and aura type heroes, and one thing that gives Gaiman a lot of strength is that they build the auras, but who they're building it on and what aura they're building will be dependent on the hero. Like they might give Celery Chen, where then he'll go for the mech, and then Ace can go for like a Crimson Guard first on some Underlord. They will always have like a couple of aura heroes, but they'll change up who is building what. So that's why the diversity is so huge, because you, like Winter said, you have these combos, and then also if you want like a Solar Crest hero, for example, you know, maybe you're less likely to go for like an Enchantress, and maybe you're more likely to go for Naga Siren or something like that, you know.
Just looking at the lobby, because I know there's a slight delay for everyone out there. We're just waiting for some players to still join. Maybe it's nerves, who really knows? Maybe they've got to make sure everything in their setup is perfect. But we do have our players in there. Do you want a fun little anecdote that I don't think I've said on broadcast about Gaming Gladiators yet?
Alright.
Alright, well I'm glad Jenkins is into it. You see young Doracho there, pacing in the background. I have heard along the grapevine, specifically from one of the players, that they like to make Doracho walk during the draft. Because when they feel he gets a little bit distracted, he's not really paying attention to what's going on. So they'd like him to walk, and it feels that he's more engaged with the team and the conversation that way, and CY is doing the one pushing the button.
Yeah, I told you, he gets bored. That's why they lose 40 scrims in a row and then still make it to the grand finals of tournaments. Doracho just... He has ADHD, it's alright, you know, lots of other gamers do. Maybe his is a little bit worse, he's gotta stand up during drafts, but I want to see some Doracho games today, where he plays the absolutely flawless game. Actually, I'm fine with either. He can also do the feeding thing, that's quite entertaining as well.
I mean, these two carries are very similar, but
Vietnam.
in a lot of ways similar hero pool-wise, but playstyle very different.
Playing against
But I feel
Vietnamese.
like they share almost exact same heroes. Yeah, but they love Alchemist, they love the Lone Druid. These are going to be really highly contested heroes.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
The Lunar is the one that is a bit of a question mark for me because Pure had found so much success and it was stopped
Vietnam
very
champion?
abruptly in that upper bracket against Gaming Gladiators in game number 1, and we haven't actually seen him go back to
Falling off.
I mean, he had an Alchemist mid that game, so...
You're saying it's not necessarily...
You shouldn't read too much into that one.
I'm going to do that.
I feel like Luna... So here's the thing.
Buset,
When you target a certain player, they'll have backups. And I feel like they're just not targeting you right now, they're targeting Ramsey.
Lah iya.
Okay. They're targeting Ramsey.
Gak bisa diracik.
He's the backbone, like he has the smallest hero pool. I think we've said this a couple of times on panel. Their mid and their carry, they have a more greedy type of playstyle. They have a lot more priorities. So to make this lineup work, this team work, you need an off lane that can kind of just play the same thing over and over again. The same kind of hero that doesn't really need too much, but he's going to be always fighting and making space on the map.
Well, look, I have some good news for everyone watching at home and also here in the arena, is that all of our players are in the lobby and our game number 1 draft has started.
Gaming Gladiators versus Tundra East.
The team name is Vietnamese also? Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk from my analysts in exactly how they expect Tundra to be able to take up game number 1. On the other hand, you've also given us ways Gaming Gladiators are going to be able to get the advantage in this one. Let's see exactly what they're going to do. By looking at this, Tundra falling back on this, let's pick out some summons because that is being Naga, Invoker, Lone Druid, and Sniper. It was one of the three. It was either going to be Sand King, Lone Druid, or Sniper, and they feel that this Sand King is easier to shut down than the other two.
Yeah, I figured they wouldn't ban him for because, like, I don't know if that's like a first pick overall hero, but Damon feels like it is, and that's an issue for the council, so they had to make their choice. I really think Naga, Sniper, and definitely can go through. Tanking especially can go through. So we'll have to see. This hero has looked absolutely ridiculous in some games, especially
Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. You get it? Vietnam, more like Nam Viet.
Now your hero's just unkillable, and then straight into the Wind Ranger. That was the other S carry left.
I can understand the Invoker ban. I feel like Hobson is exceptional on this hero. And we've seen Invoker beat matchups that in historical Dota has never happened, so it does feel relatively uncounterable mid with the new facets, and also the fact that he's a universal hero, and the fact that you can invoke spells during invis.
Vietnam pride.
A player like Thompson, who likes to be incredibly active, can be even stronger in terms of his rotation. So I can understand this. Letting the Sand King through may end up being a mistake. Thompson has not played it yet, but we said the same thing about him.
Jangan berdiri sendiri anjing.
He was good enough at it, so you do have to worry about that flex if you're gaming. It can still go
It's definitely a very strategic choice because you think about the strengths of Tundra. I feel like you want to give Thompson an uncomfortable hero, and on top of that, you want to make sure that their offlane Ramses is being more greedy. That's what they try to put their ground.
Umpan manja. Umpan manja. Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. You get it? Upper, upper, upper. Oh. Sui, sui. Vietnam, more like.
Build should not be good for Alchemist, right? And I feel like that is, I know my target, so they ban out. Now you're in a situation where you don't have
Vietnam, more like Nam.
I'm not sure how this works. Luna will go, but Luna's a high armor hero, so I imagine a lot of the carries are not something particularly looking at. So, yeah, so far Gaming Gladiators
What the?
Maybe go back to Reaper. It's been quite a few days since we've seen it, but I
need to see more. Like, this hero can only be picked when there's heroes like Shadow is good that don't have like hard lockdown.
Oh no. Banyak gaya anjing.
Well, for me, what makes it...
Ah, banyak gaya.
I don't think Gaiman's gonna pick it, so I do think Thunder can leave it until that.
Nam Viet, more like Vietnam. Tadi kalau gitu gue golin bae dah.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Oh, I like the Enchantress a lot. Just played yesterday. It was a little unnoticed, or not unnoticed, just we didn't talk about it. There's a lot of other things to talk about, but both Whitelong and Saxa became absolute turrets in the game. At some point, it went long enough. They were just sitting in the back line, just doing probably the most damage in most of the game. They can be very scary in Hero 1. It does similar things as Shadow.
Vietnam, more like.
Purge off the wind run. Just start right-clicking this mid-range hero.
I mean, this toss is really good against mid-ranger. You get to disable her during her whirlwind. You get to kind of use snowball to kind of block out some of the damage from whirlwind. So overall, this is a very nice pick against mid-ranger.
Yeah, we talked about it. The way that people are countering mid-ranger is to survive the whirlwind plus BKB combo. And Crimson Guard has been the answer to that, which Centaur is a Crimson Guard hero, of course, on the other side.
Crossfield changing the point
Pipe
of
of
attack.
Insight, very solid game for that here. Against the Sand King, you always need a Pipe Fire. I think Centaur will probably end up
Certainly didn't manage to build up.
Didn't quite come off on this occasion, but only needs a gentle tweak.
Yeah.
Your disruption, you can set up the start and the lane if you have together.
Because
I still feel like Weaver with the bracer, so he doesn't die in one hit. SD Centaur combo. It still looks pretty good. Like then you run Saxa on the Enchantress with the Sand King top lane. That's a solid lane. It's range melee mirroring. And then you got Tusk with Weaver, range melee as well. White Monster's play hero is the Tusk.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, it could be good.
His name on the score sheet, of course. Laid out to the left flank.
A lot of lockdown.
Bellingham.
I'm not sure if there's something better. I mean, the Luna does not
Goes down,
incredibly bad.
but nothing given.
You do have
That interception was
Shadow Demon
most necessary.
now, so it's a little bit of a matchup.
The Chen Creeps are pretty good at soaking up the lucid beams from the Luna ult though.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways, right? Like, those early fights, it's great.
Woi, Neymar, jur.
One way or another.
Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. Vietnam, Chan they do. What the fuck is that mean? How is a Vietnamese able to play passing? Aren't they blocked from Konami? Every Konami game block Vietnam.
But I still think this is a hero that he is just very comfortable on and just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's definitely really good against the Chen. Like you said, I think the tech was he's somewhere in between the morphling and the weaver. He can kind of do well in the early, mid, and late. Late game probably not as strong as the morphling, but the DK is it gives them everything. You know, right now if they need to defend towers early, the DK can show up, deal with some of the Chen creeps. So he's gonna have a pretty decent lane into the center. You definitely want to go like the Revenant's Blood.
Gua kirain kiper kita maju tadi. Tapi pemain dia dari situ.
That has been not clear.
Yeah, probably unless the game is going so well in DK so far behind. The Gleipnir magic is just not.
Never going to make it.
But we'll see. I like the Revenant approach. Very little.
Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. This doesn't have crossplay. This doesn't have crossplay. No crossplay. Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. Pelukan. Vietnam, more like Nam Viet. Vietnam? Vietnam?
Yeah, it is. That's why they banned the Huskar. They don't want to get hard counters.
Vietnam?
Let's see, what are the heroes that Huskar really hard counters? Huskar's a very good hero.
Puyol.
Unless you can want to jump
Let's go, Puyol.
Ember Spears.
frustrated with that. Long ball looking to counter.
No, I mean,
Try for distance.
Huskar's banned, so we're moving on. Yeah, Gaiman thought they could pick the Nature's off.
Vietnam, more like what? Chat? Chat? Vietnam, more like what?
They need, like, obviously Inch does a lot of damage, but that's the game. Sandking does a lot of damage.
Puyol, Pua!
These heals need time. Needs some early game. Looking at stuff,
Vietnam, more like what? Chat? 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 Anyone in the chat? Vietnam, more like what?
Utterly dreadful, and we're only halfway through.
Make this game go late enough for the
San Bedu. Vietnam, more like what? Anyone in the chat?
There's no need to back away from that.
Some sort of act.
Anyone in the chat?
Pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided
I don't know,
game so
from his
far.
hero pool, it looks like Earth Spirit looks likely. Or
Speed mana, speed.
Noob Thompson, because everything else is banned. Like the Puck and Nature's Prophet were the ones that made the most sense in this last pick here. They gave Noob.
Last time we said a hero was
Chat?
likely, we then decided
Vietnam,
it
more
was
like what?
Thompson. Does that mean we go back
Anyone in the
around
chat?
and it is going to be Earth Spirit?
I think you try and not get in the minds of Thompson and you just say what's good.
Hello? Anyone in the chat? Vietnam, more like what?
Yeah, they're, I mean, that Rider also, they're banning like the mid-melee.
What is it about?
He's found a way through.
Wait.
Wow,
The Sniper, the Puck.
More like what? Vietnam, more like what? Anyone in the chat?
Cleared without hesitation.
What do you reckon is the average budget at a line calculator? You like to calculate the numbers a lot.
I mean, there's no specific number. Based on my feeling, Sandking
Saya masih ini.
speaking once
Puyol! Puyol! Wah! Lagi dah. Puyol attack, let's go. Mana Puyol?
Oh, they have Ramsey's hero, but Ramsey's like
All out attack aja masih 6-1
in the Mars, so they're gonna put the Sand King mid.
Ngapain pakai back?
A better version of Spirit, I want to say. They both do a lot of damage, but we kind of thought that Ramsey would be playing this offense, but he's not. So now you're in a position where you see the Sand King mid, and you
Per Puyol!
really want to punish it. I feel like there's some decent offense left.
Wah, Puyol! Oh my god! Oh my god! Vietnam, more like
Seems like he always seems to get
maybe a Timber can speed up the game, play really fast, you're really good with against their heroes.
they killed Puyol.
I don't care about the lane, just care about what's good for the game.
Four melee.
They killed Puyol. I kill your teammate.
Can't attack me with your damage and kill her through her healing. I actually really like the Timber.
It's a vigorous challenge.
I'm not
They've got to make this nice and quick.
on paper. That's good.
Now it's
They're gonna go with the hero that just makes it so. Okay, this actually makes sense. And this is one of the few heroes that probably can't push him off.
That's
Because
brilliantly
what
defended,
happens
though.
is Sandking has to rank the wave, get up close, and just do his caustic stuff. But Viper's not gonna allow that. On top of it,
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
which is going to keep rocking on the Sandking. Definitely.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway
The
time.
Sandstorm. They really want to crush this
ball
mid
is
lane and make
loose
sure
and the chase is
get
on.
active. It's pretty fast. I think this is definitely some of the same routes that the Sliding where you're just going to like crush the lanes. You have that massive amount
Yeah, you have the break against the DK, which is always nice as well in the game. For Tundra, I feel like they have like line up to kind of slow the game down for the DK, and they are going to be really counting on that. They're going to have to also deal with
Gue di kotak lah dia mana.
I imagine the chat is going to move to the mid lane very early. Take his tower, and Tundra have to be ready for that.
I really like this last pick from the game, and it is basically the Timber Saw that we're asking for in terms of it's a melee strength owner, but it is better than the Timber because it will actually do very well against the Sand King lane for the reasons that you guys listed. And if they're making space for a DK to farm with these two offlaner type heroes, DK gets broken in Viper as well, so it also solves the win condition of Tundra. I think game is very good last pick.
Because we're heading on down to the stage with Slack and their coach.
And it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, they have a goal.
surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Gets his pass away.
Oh, that's fabulous. Drop something before you put in the booth. Did you see this? Oh no, here. Put it in the first, my friend.
That's the threat that carries Peter, running in defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Suara gua ada nggak?
I don't know if I'm gonna be on the two anymore.
Pelan apa pelan?
Seriously, you gave him Sand King first pick. Is this okay? Are you feel like a draft? I think it's a
Test keeper.
Test keeper.
It's just got the better. You may be thinking about the back-page headlines there.
so far. This is quite a scary time to go up against. Their confidence levels are low. I feel like if it's not keep you think that you know he's got I think we have playing European teams all the time, so
Vietnam? More like what? Vietnam? Vietnam? DDD. Xin chào. Vietnam? More like Xin chào.
It's early in the morning here in Copenhagen.
Wait.
All the way to the top with die-hard Dota fans.
Yeah.
To kick off the last day of TI. Copenhagen, are you ready?
Itu balap
It's been a long journey for us to be here in this arena. It's taken 13 years of internationals for TI to come back where it all started. 2 decades of this game's history leading to us being in this moment right here, right now. So
Vietnam? More like what? Vietnam? More like what?
let's get this game started and let's get the last day of the international going with Gaming Gladiators versus Tundra.
Couldn't ask for a better setting. You might not be able to ask for 2 better teams outside of that final boss awaiting the victor here in Team Liquid. Watching on as some of their nemesis for the year are going to duke it out in this lower bracket final. And all eyes are perhaps on this man here, the crowd favorite Thompson, in a very difficult matchup. A melee hero versus the Quinn Viper. Let me tell you something, Austin. I'm a little familiar with Quinn, and I'm a little familiar with this hero pool. You give this man Viper, he just starts to go with the mouth, because all of a sudden that lane just becomes completely in his control, and he is very experienced in lane domination. Perhaps the best mid laner in the world in terms of mechanics, and this is a very one-sided affair. It is not a question of what can Thompson do here. It is a question of how much Quinn takes advantage of the matchup. It's going to be a tough one. We saw what Mallory was trying to do yesterday with the Monkey versus the Viper. Just roam around the map, look for some moves, dodge this lane as much as possible. Could be a similar story here. The one upside is just fight some stack at the Sand King and go into that jungle with a bit more efficiency.
Now you say you know Quinn, you got some history there, but I believe you also have some history with the man across from him in Thompson, and I believe Quinn also knows Thompson pretty damn well, as they've had a few matchups and a few TIs before, and you said that this man is just a force to be reckoned with on the main stage, at International specifically.
I mean, I can speak for it, but I think every player who's gone up against Thompson and had their TI dream shattered.
Lama nih musuhnya. Banyak gaya.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
He is the last opponent you want to face. I can tell you that from personal experience. It's going to be a very tough match for Gaming, particularly since they fell down here, right? This is a team that's used to kind of, once they figure out the meta, they own the tournament from there. And this has been a big misstep for them against the foe they're very familiar with in Liquid. So I think Tundra have the momentum going into this match. They're feeling very confident off a strong win yesterday.
And perhaps that fear and that momentum is exactly what Gaming Gladiators are trying to address so early on, shutting down the mid lane, but it's the off lane that is in trouble. Find first blood on Tofu.
Really nice setup here from the Enchantress. Pure will get the last hit.
82.
And you get that first blood on a safe lane Dragon Knight. Tundra supports, striking first and striking early here.
And they managed to get a hard cannonball off of that as well, so that's going to pull that Greek equilibrium all the way back to the tower. Tundra putting themselves in just the driver's seat in this safe lane, heading to success. Check out that other safe lane, perhaps Gaming Gladiator, see if things are going a bit better there. It's the Duraccio Wind Ranger up against the Ramses Mars. I mean, Ramses has been killing it with this hero so far.
That's the Sand King bait. Reflect potential comes and go that double view.
Kejar boleh, dia malah diem, gue cepet dah gimana? Kenapa dia boleh?
He's killing it. So many denies. 16-6. Duraccio only 13-1. So Ramsey's definitely getting better at this engagement so far, despite the harassment. The harassment does continue in the mid lane, where Thompson has to first strike away from Quinn just to try and stay alive. He is getting ruined right now. Almost a full level up on him is Quinn. This is the way the matchup's supposed to go, right? He's just going to have to look for recovery elsewhere.
Nice center rotation.
Okay.
Maybe did not know. That's exactly what happened.
Messi! Oh, man.
Yeah, a lot of this lane is saying for like what this team looks like now happens is mid-lane.
Encara Messi, encara Messi. Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol,
Not a kill that should have happened and not what Quinn expected at all.
And now with your Gaming Gladiators, you gotta be kind of like, oh, we picked a Viper against the Sand King to win the lane match.
Jelek nih oblak lane.
Yeah, 3 bombs and he had that kill. And now even with the Sand King rotates around the map or goes jungle, the damage is done. Right, you needed a lot of damage. He's just gonna linger up top.
Chambedu. Vietnam, more like what? Vietnam?
He's done. He is done.
Chat, anyone in the chat? Vietnam, more like what?
This is before the
Nam
This is an enchanter's dream right now. And Viper is a very susceptible hero,
Nick, gua kedengeran.
especially when you combine both supports here for Tundra. There's a lot of potential on the map right now. You have a gate rotation available. You have a purge for the Wind Ranger and the
Lu leader lah.
Very interested to see what White can do from here because I mean, this is every 5-player streak. A start like this on a very capable roamer, a hero that can affect every lane in the early game. Take your pick right now.
Battle for the Lotus is here. Let's see who clicks it first. It is Ace this time around. Second Lotus is his inventory. I think the crazy thing is that this Sand King now doesn't have to really lane at all, right? I mean, he's so proficient being able to jungle. He can just play to these neutrals. They're going to let Soxa take the experience on mid. Maybe he dies for it every once in a while, but he's going to get some levels. And his Sand King is free farming. Meanwhile, has to snowball to dodge some of the damage here, but he will be pulled back into his doom as Gaming Gladiators will punish this support left solo in mid. But the punish on the other side is Tundra going for Ace here. All those Lotuses, though, triple bracers, a hard kill to be able to get it. Thompson overextended himself and Quinn puts him in the dirt.
Triple bracer chainmail plus a healing Lotus. That is not an easy target to bring down. They just don't have the early damage. And that was a very important rotation mid for gaming here. You want to snowball the Viper. Quinn is still dominating the lane. He's still decently ahead. Those rotations just add that snowball effect and give a lot of experience toward this. Chen has wisdom.
Oh, the spear doesn't come out in time and it misses. So Tofu manages to nab away Wisdom Rune. He might even get the kill. And Ramses finds out that blood grenade. A poison trying to latch. Doesn't find it smart. And Tofu will be unable to get that kill. And perhaps is going to die here. Soxa is going to try and keep up with him. Tofu, is he going to go for the Ancient tonight? Dodge out the spear. Goes back to the Ancient. As you said, more attention from Tundra forced to their side of the map.
And we have seen these 7-minute win steals just win games. Like this is a huge swing in the experience department, especially for a support duo that was having a pretty good early game between this Enchantress Tusk. Now they're going to fall a bit behind in terms of those early levels. Level 5 for Celery already. The counterpart here in the Ched to the Enchantress. See if Celery can make some of these early rotations work. He likes to go into this top lane, kick the enemy carry out, pressure this tower if he has the levels and the creeps to do it. He's in a decent position to make that kind of move right now. In fact, secures a power room for Quinn. This is a deadly power room at this point. This is a kill into a tower that can give him the multiple same damage. He's just going to rip through another.
Gak ada CR gua.
There is kind of though that pressure to do some damage, right? Because you know the St. King's just farming away this entire time. You've got to start taking him too soon. And Duraccio, he's going to be in a bit of trouble here. Got him inside the arena. Ramses gets the pin as well, and they have the damage. Thanks to Whitemon again, showing up at the right place at the right time, hits the enchant to get rid of the win run. Mid lane where Sox continues to suffer. Obviously, there's not much he can do about a Viper kill. Does manage to get that kill and tries to hit that mid tower, tries to hit the Dragon Knight as well. Thompson was thinking about trying to TP it out, but he realizes that is a no-go and has to stick up to this top lane, canceling his TP.
Really nice snag bottom for Tundra, but they're getting pulled across the map right now. Cancel TP on the Sand King. The towers are getting pressured. This mid tower is gone. That amp damage plus a solo kill for Quinn. He strikes back.
Oh, Tofu spotted. Didn't hit the Inferno Strike. Will hit the epicenter. That's going to slow him down a little bit. The shards will keep him in the AoE. Soxa make sure that Thompson is able to deal the damage. Thompson, you can see, is playing defensively just for fear of more heroes coming to assault, but not the case.
It's also Stampede used for gaming, and these Stampedes are going to be really influential in the early game. Either for the gap close, to find your target, help the Viper out in the fight. That one did not save Duraccio bottom, but he will make the rotation anyway.
Nice shackle shot. Still though, Duraccio's getting control by heroes. Where's Ace to be able to help out here? The Whirlwind is doing a decent amount of damage. Can't quite finish him off. The power shot misses. Thompson slips right past that one. Soxa is now going to be the target of Gaming Gladiators instead, but they're running through this Sandstorm constantly. Still, Soxa slowed down by another blood grenade. Oh, there's his drinking buddies all the way to Thompson. Pulls himself out of danger.
I mean, Soxa got right there. Gets the kill, gets the bailout. Even the Viper rotates up here, but Quinn is too late to the party. They think that just jump off, and meanwhile, another quick kill for Ramses. Worry and Zero start for him as Whitemon has some extra power damage down there. Mid lane's been annoying for Quinn.
Where does he go? He just keeps on going into the neutrals to try and take that away. Snowball, oh, it's going to go straight to Quinn. This is a dangerous position. That's why Thompson's going to try and get out with the brochure. Tice follows him right away with the drinking buddies again. This duo is just too mobile for Gaming Gladiators to get the hold on.
Don't have good luck. Early. It's another Viper to get Thompson out of this top lane, but their catapult dies. This tower push is going to be a bit slow. You're looking at these net worths of Tundra. Very happy with what has happened here. They got out of the lane phase versus this last big fight. First lanes that were potentially difficult. This is 1-1. All three for their cores at this point. Thompson's not behind at all.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Soxa, he's going to be running into a ward, so there's no way out. No heroes to pull him out with the drinking buddies this time around. He goes to the free play, surrounded by three. He should finally pay the price. Just going to do what damage he can, stall as much as humanly possible. Dead Zero in this top lane, it's finally going to be forfeited by Tundra. They lose that hero. Never going to lose the tower.
Taking advantage of this moment to clear his stats. He is crazy GPM against Dragon Knight. He's going to have another pretty free game here. Thompson catching up mid, the tower being pressured by the Dark Sword from Summoner. So White continue to exert pressure on that. They're fighting for 12-minute power.
He tries to stop Tofu's disruption. Looks like they'll have him surrounded and killed. But what about Quinn? He picked up an Invis room, comes out of
What the hell? Good job, bro.
Can't finish him though. No more damage left in the tank as Gaming Gladiators. All their heroes to help out their mid lane. 3 points
into corrosive skin plus
Makin
all
gimana?
the Chen heal
Tinggal
to keep
sekarang.
Quinn alive as he mans up for the rune and is rewarded. Game, this is a team that's going to bring everybody to these sorts of skirmishes. I think they felt like they had the numbers advantage, but you never have the numbers advantage against this team in the first 20 minutes. This is not a fight that Kira was close to coming to, so you're just outnumbered 5v4 in the end. And that's the power of
Not like
Stampede
this.
early game.
Punya
It's going to be able to recreate the gap for the Viper or get him onto the target you need.
When trying to do the Ancients, runs out of resources to do the stack that is there. 7-9, Tundra. Very slight net worth lead, pretty much even game right now. So 14-minute Wisdom Roots are going to be coming up soon. Right now it seems like a battle of just the Sand King and Mars who've been doing pretty well for Tundra in the moves that they've been making. But as you said, the moves that they're making, they're running into 5 of Gaming Gladiators. It's this Gaming Gladiators typical strategy of just moving multiple heroes around the map in congruence. It is causing Tundra to bleed a bit.
The thing is, I think Tundra should be fine just playing the map away, right? They have the Sand King and the Dragon Knight, the two heroes that are going to farm the most during these downtimes. Like, Centaur's not going to match that. He wants to make moves with his Blink that was just finished for Ace. Duraccio's a bit behind in this game. No real huge stacks for him to catch up on. So Game are the ones who are kind of pressured to find the pickoffs here. They're going to try and land this smoke on Ramses, but he did sniff it out, but not fast enough.
Yeah, they smoked underneath the ward, but Ramses still gets caught in a corner of the map. As smart play by Gaming Gladiators, they use the Blink and the Stampede to get instant damage on Ramses. Make sure he wasn't able to use quick
Kamu berdiri sendiri anjir. Egois. Sagioichi.
Whiteman continuing to cut this midway with this troll. He's getting tier 1 tower pressure. The DK's clearing through both Ancients, and the Sand King's on the bottom half of this map right now. You really need to convert these moves into more map control for your game. You get deep boards out.
Playing these instead of TI. Fuck TI.
Clearing out the
What are you doing?
Not really what he wants to be doing.
Kepala itu digembok. Buset, kalau orang
It's just going to be a fast BKB for the Dragon Knight here, so he might opt to try and fight earlier in this game and deal with the death ball gaming up Cozy. Gearing up for the early Roshan.
Mbappe! Goal!
Orang nggak masalah.
Or somebody will, Duracio will deny it instead. Get a little gold for himself and take it away from Tundra.
You saw that? You saw that? You saw that? Xin Chao! Xin Chao!
Oh, Ace is there on the other side. Thought that Viper strike wasn't going to be enough, and it wasn't. Ace really helps out getting that kill. 700 gold for them off of that pickoff. And perhaps able to damage on this tier 2. Not much of Tundra to deal with this. Ramses is playing deep on the other side of the map. Going to be cutting waves and everything. It seems like Tundra are trying to avoid fights right now. Do you feel like
Dari mana itu ada buka
to scale late game?
Where is speed? Where is speed stream?
Specifically with Liquid, right? The Wind Ranger versus the Dragon Knight, and we've seen this item build that makes the matchup very
Santai, relax. Hey.
I think it changes to a decent degree. In theory, Tundra has okay line of first. You have Tusk and True are both solid supports at dealing with their. You have a Dragon who's in theory a good core matchup. The Mars can do a lot more physical as well. If you survive the Whirlwind here, I think you win the fight as Tundra because a lot of the damage disappears and your cores are going to win that long. This win rate this hero has a spell that just procs everything on every hero. It's been rare that you have that type of mechanic in Dota 2. The only other one I really
Where is
think of
speed?
long-term is the Medusa with the Talon, which was not really built into the hero early on. It just does so much damage that I think you could always win late game with Wind Ranger in 5 or 6 slots, as long as you get into an opening into the fight. So Tundra really need to be careful about how they take the initiations and who they go on. Particularly this Viper, right? Like, are you going to jump the Viper first?
Umpan manja.
Back, he has a disruption in a Chen field, in a stand
Tidak seperti ekspektasi.
opening to Duracio to come into that fight to commit onto the Viper. That I think could be the most dangerous way to take the fight for
Good luck, have fun, play it game.
It
How do
seems
you
like
even use that?
Gladiators are going to be presenting kind of this wall. You don't want to go on the Viper, you don't want to go on the Centaur. You got to get to the back line. Tundra do have the heroes to jump past those tanky heroes with a Mars, with the Centaur.
What the fuck happened?
I assume at some point it's probably going
What?
to
Kok gitu dah?
So, these big tanky frontliners and into the back line, catch that Shatter Demon like they did in the top river, go for that Chen and stop that heal if he comes out.
Even though they found a decent amount in this period, particularly for Celery, this Chen is starting to gear up. You're going to have some nice aura timing between the Chen and the Centaur, which is what Gaming is looking for here, as he will match the Dark Soul Trumpeter.
What the fuck?
Tundra making a smoke of their own, looking triangle. Tofu here.
See some stacks that are happening, they know where the supply is going off of those neutrals.
Go pa. Belen
There
dito.
is no escape for the Dragon Warrior. They can use those neutrals as well. Not a huge set, just a double, but still worth to take away from the Gladiators.
Lah, oh iya. Lah itu gue juga bingung tadi. Gue juga lah kok orangnya aneh anjir. Gue merah tiba-tiba. Biasaan biru.
Trying to stampede away with a snowball. It pursues. He managed to get the blink out. Streaky buddies. But punch doesn't come out.
Yeah, tunggu tuh.
I'm not sure if he got body blocked by the creep. It looks to be nonetheless, that is a lucky escape for Ace. Barely gets out of there. He's found a lot of farm in this period, looking towards the pipe of his own. These aura timings are really important for Gaming.
Where's speed, man?
To be able to get a lot out of them when they arrive. Can't bleed heroes around the map right now, as Tundra are hitting some strong.
Sehari doang speed tersebut. Kayak di Vietnam. Vietnam only one day. Gara-gara kurang orang nih, nyerangnya ribet anjir. Gara-gara siapa sih? Baru anjir, kurang Vietnam, more like what? Nam Vien. Vietnam, more like what? Anyone in the chat? Vietnam, more like what?
Gladiators and Tundra seem to be circling around each other, but it seems like this even game is favoring Tundra by a healthy amount at that.
Yeah, they're just going to farm more of the map during these downtimes. Like, Gaming needs to move up to get an advantage. They're continuing to bleed some
Segitiga.
Tundra making a better move right now. They have a Kane on top, and then Bloodstone is done, and they're just working towards BKBs. They already have Pyrrhus, he hasn't had to use it yet.
Mantap nih Marco.
They're going to get a Sand King BKB set. They're going to have a nice triple BKB timing by the time I think Gamon's ready to group up with their Greaves pipe potential. It's going to be a tough fight for them if they want to force the Roche. And I wonder if Tundra will just try and do it before Gamon are ready to take that 5-on-5.
Knowing that Gaming Gladiators have done this for years at this point in time, this aura build-up, what is Tundra doing exactly that is combating that timing?
They're not letting the group, they're continually pushing in all the waves. Especially White White, he has lived on game inside of the map. He's cut midway a lot. He's sent the groups to some of these random waves. He's farming out their jungle. It's been really annoying for how Game wants to play the map. He's also using this Fight. Like, Fight was strong in that ball, but he's not great when the map is split up like this.
Yeah. And he's not particularly good at pushing in the waves really quickly, like some of these heroes on the side of the country.
He's just clunky. He's a clunky hero. Tundra using right now.
Back and forth. Here's the key that back. Just White White constantly playing basically on the river, on their side of the map. All over the place, keeping Gaming Gladiators, as you said, a bit split. They've got a 4-man crew right now. Darachi farming a different part of the map. On the other side, Tundra's going to take their Tormentor, pick up the 21-minute wisdom root. Very efficient stuff.
Super efficient. Mask of Madness armor build. This is quite a throwback. It has been incredibly good on this hero. You've also got the Gropo. That's a nice neutral item picked up in this game. Vampire Fangs with Darachi, I think, is also a good one here. Just free heal in the fight. His BKB is done, so he's also kind of ready to fight here.
Yeah, I think he's kind of impossible to kill with this combination of items at this timing.
Giving a group of bottom, but they are missing the Greaves from Celery. He's a bit short, and you're missing this pipe from Ace. It's kind of an awkward time to take that fight in terms of the items. But if you can get a good BKB Wind Ranger in there with a whirlwind,
what the fuck is this football?
Potentially. The Whirlwind is going to have to contend with the arena walls. So Ramsey's initiation.
D1's the line. Ideally, Tundra ignore those find supports. That's a great board. Sees the Chen.
Yeah, see the Chen. They see where he's heading to. They probably know where the other support is as well. They're going to wrap around, avoiding this high ground, making sure there's nothing to pop until they get the arena above the supports. A quick disruption maybe bails out the Chen for now, but Fury gets stunned up for a second. Now he starts going to work with the multiple supports grouped up. Still, though, the heals are keeping them alive for a little bit. They manage to get off most of their auras in time. Really beat down on top. He's going to be down to one down. Another support, though. Shannon's going to come back into play with the buyback. Gaming Gladiator, he's pushed through this one. Fury already going down. Next up is Thompson. Thompson hits the stinger. A spear goes through. Landing onto the center. Thompson's getting bursted down. Too much damage from Gaming Gladiators. And Quinn, Snowball, Wayne, Soxa got him with the punch. This time around, he will hit his mark, and Tundra will find that the best initiation they can get is still not enough to defeat Gaming Gladiators right next to their outpost with buybacks ready to go. But maybe they're going to go for a second part of this fight. They say that's good enough.
There were some crazy scenes at the fight. These sentinels were just running around, stopping multiple heroes from both the Chen and the Enchantress. Daracho ultimately gets to play his game here, though, and that's what wins out. That's it looked great for the Sand, but I think it wasted a bit of pure time in this fight. We'll see that clutch stunt on Ace buys time for the supports to get a lot off here. Celery will be forced to buy back at this fight. And at some point, I think somebody fed Quinn or he had a big Lotus for the second half of this exchange. He schemed a huge amount of HP as they were trying to burst him down towards the end of it. See here, you go and try and finish off this fight. Oh yeah, look at that. Chunks up. Big wall plus something else, or maybe just the Either way, I mean, there's just so many Centaur stocks going on in this fight. It's ridiculous. There's another one at the end. Sings out down the road.
He certainly has, and it keeps the game close. Still, 6,000 network lead for Tundra. Gaming Gladiators looking to correct that. With two other heroes close by.
Oh, look at his BKB.
Got that out of him.
You're still smoked on Ace.
Attacking itu ini.
This is a huge timing for Gaming.
Jangan auto attack.
Why they want the pick off. Anything would lead into the Roshan here.
Is a BKB being on cooldown enough for them to have the confidence to take that Roshan?
I think it is, but it's going to switch the side here, and I don't know if you're finishing it by the time you get here on the radius.
It's true, you've got to go 5 seconds. If you're going to do it, you have to do it right away.
If you get in there with everybody with this level 3 penitence, it's doable right now.
Yeah. I think they're going to be able to do it 35 seconds. Put it to the test here, but it's looking pretty good for them. Every single hero of Gaming Gladiators joining in on this. It doesn't seem like Tundra are too worried about it. They are super split all around the map, farming all different areas. They're going to get all the lanes pushed in. Tell the Gaming Gladiators to use this Aegis to correct the net worth lead that is currently going to Tundra.
I'll say damage must have been nice in this meta, but I mean, who needs solar when you have your own personal summon solar? It's true, 80 skeletons that fight.
The Skelly Boys giving Gaming Gladiators just that extra bit of movement they're going to need
until Thompson clears them all. It's an extra
would qualify as a steal.
See what Gaming can do during this Aegis period. They have the Greaves, they have the fight, they have an Aegis on the fight, they use their front line. Showing top right now.
Oh, they're going to get it midway through. Ace already got the
Gelandangnya ganti tuh. DNF-nya si Alistair sama Beligul biar ada tenaga tengah.
Toko's actually making a break for it with the Stampede. He TB's out.
I think Soxa's going to hold that punch for next time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a win-run BKB win range is the problem. It's a hard go, but they're still happy with what they got. They got the BKB on the win range. That's something to allow you to push here. You just can't convert on those kills. Meanwhile, Thompson trying to make a solo play.
Yeah, very interesting. Knowing that BKB is on cooldown, maybe he could get a solo kill. But either way, it's Tundra being aggressive into an Aegis, which is quite the call. Thompson, he's going to go for BKB Bloodstone. See if he can stay alive against all 5, but there is way too much. Thompson listen, you have overestimated yourself, and now maybe you pull Pure into a position he doesn't quite want to be. The rest of his team is cutting in from behind. Ramsey's made the call, though, to cut the way to see if that will stop this tier 2 from going down. And he just might know, but they kept the catapult alive, so the push will endure.
Greaves did keep it alive here, still at this Aegis on the Viper. That means you want to go, you want to force the action. They're going to go high ground. They have a huge amount of rally boost from these summoners right now. Really helps the damage out.
Oh no, the Celebrator Queen will be out. That will become the Siege Wagon. The wave has been cut. A glyph is going to be reactivated here. That stops Gaming Gladiators' push. They can no longer barrel down mid. Even with this network lead, Tundra still have to block all the stops to stop the Gaming Gladiators snowball that is time and time again kick teams out of tournaments.
Even if found a lot of network during this period, particularly when like this Viper is starting to scale. He got Enchanted Quiver as well. He's going to be a beast in the fight. We saw how much Thompson was doing on his own. He's not really doing a lot of damage.
What a sword!
Much the extra magic resist right now. It's like even they want to strike. They want to strike hard when they know their ball is stronger.
Boys are back in town. The Skelly boys just keep on growing, and they are going to hit a different part of the town here, the top lane instead. This time, the wave is not getting cut. So there's another one coming in. Tundra are going to have to go for a high ground defense. 2 minutes left on the Aegis.
Even as a small hull barrier, which I actually kind of like, because you just send this thing in the fight and it dies down to the AoE damage. You get a huge damage boost off the death throw. It's not a common ability, but I can see it being really good here for the Viper.
120 attacks.
Tundra want to jump Quinn. Still have a minute 30 on this Aegis. You can like lock him.
What a goal!
Doesn't sound fun.
All out defense langsung.
Thompson on the front line. Gave him a real jump in.
Thompson. No, snowball save. That can let him get up the BKB Bloodstone, but they are going to be deep into Gaming Gladiator side. Managed to get the blink away before the Stampede can connect there. And they'll get him back to safety. Gaming Gladiators not being able to get that pick off. Now 60 seconds left on the Aegis.
Getting stalled out here.
Bigla dalawang Argentina.
Gaming Gladiators window is beginning to
close.
Maybe they're happy with what they got during this period, but they did not break that base.
Boom!
Now they're pushing towards some bigger items. That extra.
Not even close.
They were caught a little bit. They found the shot from even on the
they managed to get him, and they got him inside the arena. The spear, though, he runs in the center to a self-destruction.
This game of my life. Yeah. Cheater dia. Leceh nggak lu? Lu disconnect. Oh, lu disconnect.
Just stands his ground in the middle of everything. Damon did not have the damage. Duraccio, he wanted to pick his mark in that fight, comes in with the BKB winner on Roaring, but it is not enough damage to finish anybody off. And the front
DC anjir nge-cheat bangsat.
he finds Shadow Demon right at the start, sets up this 3-man arena, and everybody's just locked on the cage. Ace gets melted even through the wall of sustain. Just a brutal amount of damage. This one, it can win you the fight here, but it's disjointed, and now all of a sudden all you have left is this BKB Dragon Knight on the front line. And it's not a hero Duraccio can man fight at that point. This is through the Viper Aegis as well. That in theory was a good fight by Damon in terms of that timing. Did not do him any favors here.
Thompson made the call, he made the blink initiation, catching Gaming Gladiators a bit off kilter. And as a result, the team fight is messy, it's bloody, and it's bad for Gaming. Now a 1,000 net worth lead for Tundra.
I will say, Quinn, we barely got out of there as well. That punch from Soxo was mid-lane. That was almost a full team wipe. They'll lick their wounds and claim a Tormentor. This game is so this is not how these types of fights are supposed to function, right? You want to rack 2 by now. You want to be looking at the next Roshan with a net worth lead. Instead, you find yourself down at 10k gold versus a very strong Dragon Knight who's about to finish MKB, and you're shocked.
Wasting no time to make initiation because Ramsey's behind him and he's got it complete inside the vice. And the spear to follow it up. Disable after disable. Gaming Gladiators now have to use the Stampede to try and retreat, make sure nobody else dies, but Tofu, he'll bite the dust as well.
Tundra finding momentum in this game, finding everything right now. Every jump feels good, especially if can be done on Fury. You find the Ratio, he's gonna melt. Swinrun cannot save you anymore. All of a sudden, Gaming are the ones being pushed back. They missed their timing in this game. They have all yours, but they're not winning you the fight. Hex done on Ramses as well. I mean, the catch there, the control is there. The BKBs are there. Even Whitemon has built up an entire pipe to back these tanky frontliners up. This is a lot of HP to get through all of a sudden. You have 4 strength heroes on the front line, all with 3,000 plus HP, with a pipe behind them effectively.
Strength hero semua anjir. Enchantressnya cilik.
Look at all these auras, look at the pipe, look at the greaves. It's too much for any team to be able to bite through, but Tundra hitting this later timing, 32 minutes, triple BKBs, triple strength heroes. Now it's Gaming Gladiators, the ones who are running out of damage and struggling to deal with Tundra. As a result, they lose a lane of barracks. A second one gets damaged a bit, but Tundra not trying to take a team fight on Gaming Gladiators. High ground will retreat and await the Roshan timing, which is coming up very soon.
Big time semua, cok. Pedri big time, Van Dijk big time. Iker Casillas. Fucking Joker, man.
Crimson for ace. Not a lot of damage increase. You just finished the Shivas on the Sand King.
Where's Speed? It's already 4 PM.
This DK's gonna get something built out of this reverb.
Speed only.
I worry about how you bring these heroes down right now. And it feels like a lot of the initiations have just been Ramses finding his mark. Yep. 4-1 and 9 on this Mars. He's played a near perfect game.
And he's had a fantastic tournament on this hero. The switch up that Tundra did, right? Presenting the Sand King, as you said, in the draft, and then swerving, so it's a mid-Sand King. They get a different off-laner. It has worked out beautifully. They managed to salvage out that mid lane thanks to Whitemon's moves early, and now Ramses is delivering on the off-lane Mars.
These arenas, if you catch the supports +1, you're very happy with that. You're probably winning the fight. He has found out a lot of these times. Do finish up the Daedalus on Dyrachyo doing from last fight, so that's going to be a bit damage out of this game. These whirlwinds really have to do some work. You got to find at least 1 or 2 big targets during this interval.
Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, Tundra really should play safe safety because he played for Hawk. It's Tundra, so they're going to buy out your Zilkanis and your 4K HP on this DK right now.
A second life for the Satanic really is its own second life, right? I mean, it's not like he's going to get bursted down before he can activate it. He's got way too much effective HP.
And the snowball safe behind him. Yeah. Boom! So Tundra very confident right now. They have a wave in gaming space. They don't see anybody else. There's no gaming around this pit. There's a creep in the pit as well. They're not going to show on it.
Once again, Tundra are trying to set the tempo. They're the ones trying to start the fight with this smoke. They've played a couple of heroes, not who they want. They don't want the center. They don't want the skill. They want the back line. But this time, Ramses finds himself jumped on. He stops the snowball save from Sarsa and kills Ramses. He's going to want back and try to come back. And Thompson! Thompson! A burrow strike from hell goes underground. And he just rips Gaming Gladiators all the way down to the pit itself. A spear to finish him off. And that is a team winning.
And it only cost you a large buyback off of what was probably the best stun
Thompson from hell.
Preventing the save, finding the toss.
Thompson!
None of it made a difference. As Thompson says, just leave them to me, boys. And I don't know Pure, the cleaves coming through, he is invincible. The game has run out for Gaiman.
Why always against me?
Did not come to fruition in Ramses' cleanup mode. Ramses perhaps tried a little bit too hard there, goes for something that they don't want to jump on. It's the Viper. They got plenty of buybacks out of Gaming Gladiators. That's good enough. And now,
Loading apa bodoh?
they can back up to do the original objective of Roshan.
I mean, who even takes this Aegis? You're getting slaughtered at this point. Your heroes feel invincible. Give it to Ramses. Reward him for the buyback.
Serious about trying from this range. I think he must feel he'll generate power.
Falling short in this game one, especially in these team fights, they just don't have enough sustain to match with Tundra.
Here comes the center. Thompson, he bumped it a couple times. It's the perfect timing.
The cleave coming through as well with a Nemesis curse. Just see you later.
What a jump from Thompson, and Pure is able to deliver the damage off of any kind of stun. Either Ramses or Thompson. Pure says, no, there's no chance. You got nothing, Gaming Gladiators, and it really does look that way. With a 23,000 network lead and a lineup that was designed to take the base early, it does feel like Gaming Gladiators may not have
Coba kalau ada yang selebrasi kayak gitu beneran di
left for them to be able to play for.
Iya nyata
World-class team, and they have been in these situations before. So Tundra do need to be careful when they encroach upon Gaming Gladiators territory.
They did get this Aegis to Pure, so at least there's some idea this Dragon Knight is in theory mortal. He wants the second life to siege the base.
I mean, if you're Gaming Gladiators, is it possible for you to leave the Dragon Knight for last, or does he just do too much damage? That may not be the question, and they are ever able to get to themselves with Duraccio gone in a second.
Does have 5. The one hero that had buybacks from Gaming.
They're all setting up with this high ground ward. They're going to say, this is the only opportunity we have. We've got to damn damage onto the Viper. Maybe. Here's behind them. Thompson hits the Burrow Strike. Disruption save. That's going to help. They have the buyback. TPM coming in. Thompson, wait, the snowball team again. Coming in for the supports of Tundra. They're building up these heroes in Duraccio.
Oh!
The Death Something awakening Ted Thompson. He'll join them along in death, but he's done what he needed to do. He has killed Gaming Gladiators, killed their chance in this game one, taken out their buybacks, taken out their dive.
GG score.
No contest.
The crowd favorite puts on a show in this first game. From a very rough lane, and he bailed out from that white body Enchantress to just dominating these team fights. This is not a hero you wanted to give this team, and not a hero you wanted to give that man right there. That Tundra put on a clinic in this game one. How to stall the game, how to hold the game, how to keep the lanes out, and ultimately just thwart every timing that Gaming were going for there. They get this green pipe, they have this headline, but none of it syncs up. The Roshan doesn't really do him any good, and they never even took a tier 3 in this game. No, very uncomfortable situation for Gaming, as it felt like this has been our MO, this is our team identity, this is the type of lineup we want, and none of it worked.
Yeah, none of it worked. It didn't work against Team Liquid. It hasn't worked in this game one against Tundra, while Tundra are coming in with full momentum, man. They are a team, they looked at all the favorites in the tournament and said they are nothing to us, perhaps a chance to be able to head to a grand finals and perhaps a third time TI in the view for Thompson. But they have to be able to take down Gaming Gladiators in a full best of 3. That is always a difficult task to take. So, close that task and talk to the panel. What are they going to do next?
There's a lot to the possibility.
We've got a lot of theories circulating. We do love to talk about Dota, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Tundra getting this game one win for themselves. In their interview yesterday, they said their game plan coming in. Let's slow it down. Let's try and stall this game out a little bit longer. Well, task successful right there. Here is the lineup of what they needed. And there's just so many moving parts.
Satu orang DC.
The biggest one is moving this banking to mid and getting a last pick of Mars for themselves.
Yeah, and going back to the draft here, you have to start thinking one of the 4 heroes I felt like you couldn't give Tundra was the Sand King, and they're showing exactly why you should be giving this hero Sand King. This clip was actually one of the best of the game here. You see how Viper is dominating, but Whiteman, he micros his creep, drags the creep wave around, allows him to get that pivotal kill onto Quinn's Viper there, really slowing down the momentum. Sure, Whiteman died right after because he was microing his creep, but that just kind of happens. It did allow Thompson into this game. And we saw how many like 3 to 4 man burrow strikes he kept hitting throughout this entire game. Can you give the Sand King away? I don't know. What are you going to leave on the floor? Are you going to leave the Naga, or are you going to leave the Invoker? Tundra's in a spot right now where their hero pool seems very difficult to solve. We said it before. Even Gaming doesn't have the solution here. Even this Enchantress is creeping up to becoming a big problem when you're playing against Tundra.
I mean, I feel like Saksa was the MVP of that game. Genuinely, I know everybody's talking about Whitemon, he played extremely well. I mean, I think Tundra just all around played amazing. But Saksa, speaking of delaying the game, the wave cut where he snowballs in and then kills the catapult and then cuts the next wave, like that was Gaiman's timing. And that's, I mean, Gaiman has to protect their waves, I guess, but you just don't expect such a ballsy play because the execution.
Rich, y'all know Rich.
I already signed your helmet. Bro, give me your goddamn helmet. Yes! Yes! I love you! Hey! Hey! Lubai! What? Kiss me! Kiss me! What? Kiss me! What? Fuck you, man! What the fuck? Move that, Lubai! Fuck that!
I'm not gonna lie, Jay, put another W up and smack you on the ass. And it's not gonna be the usual soft one either. This one's gonna hurt.
Gimana coba feedbacknya?
Jay, put a W up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Jay, put another W up and smack you on
Bingung
the ass.
ini pakai back siapa aja?
Kenapa?
Pakai back siapa aja?
Nah, gue lihat.
Bergomil, Buta, Tyron Ming.
Ini aja bagus.
Hah?
Ini bagus. Costa Curta apa Bergomi dah. Itu antara itu aja. Sisanya yang dua udah tidak tergantikan.
Somebody take it off, I actually feel bad.
Oh, tar dulu.
Why am I getting a bone? Sucking like you dirty little whore.
Wait, I have a sign. Can I leave eggs outside of my fridge?
Pas tadi kan nggak pernah bagus pada.
As well, and there's Nyx assassin counters coming out, but then they're just going through the portal and dodging the Nyx lane and then tri-laning. Like the 5-head plays that are coming out of Enchantress are... I didn't think that the...
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely...
Hero could become more elaborate in the first 15 minutes because this has been a meta hero for so long, and it's been this way for so long, and yet it has gotten more complicated.
And then when you get someone like Whitemon, able to showcase just exactly what it can do, well, it ends up in a game number 1 win, and we're going to have a little bit of a listen into that very final fight for Team Liquid.
Bagi apa? Gua aja bagi.
Wiper. Guys, he might, let's go, look at me. Guys, need to kill the towers, right backwards.
Guys, I got a Hexen Ranger after. Guys, in Ranger. Guys, Shadow Demon, look at me.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks.
Finish wiper, no boys, everyone. He's got cancelling him.
Wonderful position.
GG.
And strong defensive leader. Big opposition defender.
Gee, it was the exact moment it was called. We got to catch it on camera right there, and voice comms as well. Ramsey's being a big vocal point in the team there, exactly which target to go on, what's being there. It's a mix between him and Pure, sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been a shot caller on the team, where even as a carry, they like to make a lot of calls. So him moving into that position, especially as an initiator, suits him very well. And even the kind of proves it as well when he's making calls on the team. Look at me, this is initiating. Very clear communication.
I mean, more of an argument to ban the Mark, because I feel like this is the best hero at articulating a team fight in a way that you want, especially with the facet that makes it so you can't see people inside the arena. You can decide who sees who. You can go on both the supports, you can go on one of the supports, you can go on carry and then isolate, so the save support can't deal with that. So I think the last pick Mars coming out, I'm thinking that probably Ramses was going to be the one playing the SK through a wrench in Damon's plans, but they really need to address the elephant, which is definitely the Mars. We keep saying it, I just want to see what happens when a team is not playing against Ramses on Mars.
Well, look, we'll give you guys a reprieve of us harping on about this Mars, and we're going to head on down to the crowd with Tsunami and hear more of what's going on down there.
You see, the thing about a hero like Mars is, when I ever think about him, I think about his muscles. He's very strong. And every good carnival, I feel like, needs a strongman competition. So I have gathered some people to help me show their might. My friend, introduce yourself.
My
name is Chris. I love Dota. Okay, I'm glad you're at the international. My friend, could you flex for me? Could you show me what we're working with? Yeah! Alright! Now, my friend, I've got a task for you. I've got a bucket full of beanies, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to just chuck as many of them out there as you can. And we're going to see if you're the strongest man in the venue. Are you ready? I'm so ready. Perfect. Alright. Could we get 30 seconds on the clock, please? As I see you're already getting ready your strategy. You ready? You set? Are we set? Let's set. Let's go! Oh, he's chucking!
This is actually quite a courageous
I like the strategy! Indiscriminately, a lot of them are catching the railing though. He's going, he's going. People are demanding behind you. You full 360. Give me the skill shots.
He's shifting through the gears here.
2, 1. All right. Well done, my friend, well done! Unfortunately, this one goes to the strongman himself, but I see everyone's scattering for the rest. Enjoy yourself a pudge hook, because you did so much throwing up and things should come to you. How do you feel you did?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
You did well, my friend, you did well. Can I get a handshake? Thank you very much. But that's just one of our contestants. I feel like I could raise the bar a little bit. Let me make my way over to our second contestant. My friend, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Eric.
Eric, which team are you for at this event?
At this event, I think Tantra. I love Thompson, everybody loves Thompson, so let's go Thompson!
You can never be sure the winners in the space.
Sounds like you guys are on your side, but maybe you can win them over even more. Could you throw out a few of these for me? What's your strategy going to be?
I don't know, I've seen him, I think I'm going to copy that because it worked very well.
Alright then, good artists create, the great artists steal. Are you ready, my friend?
Yes, I am!
Alright then, could we get 30 seconds on the board for my friend? Let's go, and 3, 2, 1, throw! Go, go, go! Even the people in the back, he's giving it to everyone!
Gue gak bisa kotak nge-cheat N2, nahan X doang.
Are you also again for the same prices? Enjoy, enjoy. Thank you very much. You feel like you did well?
I think so. I'm still not having could get something, but I mean...
I think I may need a balanced patch this. I think
False.
smaller than the other one, but I admire the effort. Thank you very much for participating. I hope you enjoyed. But I gotta get one more, because all good things come in threes. Let's go head on over to our final little bucket. And let me see if I can find a good candidate for...
Now it's Messi.
Perhaps the strongest man of them all. Lyrical! What a pleasure to have you join me. Now, have you seen the rules of the game?
I've seen them, I'm ready.
Okay, then let me prep this for you. Let me make sure you're good to go. And really savor it, all right? You know, it's about the style, it's about the panache. And I see you're into so Are you ready?
I'm ready, always ready.
Could we get 30 seconds on the board for our strong man, please? 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa! He's just, oh my god! Woo! That was in the face! And just handing out the last one very casually. Lyrical. I see one more still. Lyrical deserves this one. But you can give this last one. I want you to really savor this one. I want you to send this all the way over there if you can. Woo! That's all that disc golf practice, right?
Ready for it. Forehand's always good.
Well, that's it for us. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed another adventure here in the Royal Arena.
It's amazing to see the rest of the talent there all mingling down in the arena. I'm sure there's catch many of them walking around. And let me tell you, if we were to do an Olympics with the Dota talent, Lyrical would just gold medals across the board.
No. That was not Lyrical. That was Big L.
He was causing devastation amongst the crowd, would you say, Jenkins?
Absolute devastation of the highest degree, I would say.
Alrighty, well, I love to see it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed their freebies. If you unfortunately aren't here in a Royal Arena, then there's not going to be any freebies for you guys to get, but everyone else enjoying them. Game number 1, though, that wasn't a freebie. They had to work hard for that one. Game Gladiators, they're going to have to work even harder if they want to come back in game number 2. We are yet to even see a game number 3 on this main stage. All best of 3s have been those clean sweeps. You didn't really talk about too much live on air, but you did allude to the fact that when you're already one game down, you get back out there in front of the crowd, back in the booth, it is really hard to be there emotionally, to be that stable pinpoint for your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough when you go down one game, it's an elimination match, and you're in front of a crowd as well. That lingering thought that is this it, you know, is this going to be my last game? It can get to the best of a lot of players, and it's very difficult to shake that, so you need a very strong captain to be like, hey guys, it doesn't really matter. Let's go into this next one. You have to find that motivation, that energy that you just lost in that game to be able to bring that into the game 2.
Yeah, and I think Tundra on the flip side is really feeling the momentum after the last couple of series. Not only are they winning, they are winning with style. That creep micro mid and right man. He leveled up. I already thought this guy was one of the best supports on the planet. I always joke he's the highest MMR, not main character player in the world, where he just gives his team so much, right? He's such a sacrificial guy. And I didn't know he could take that to another level, but he did it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a phenomenal journey for Whitemon. I mean, Winter, you'd be familiar with him starting all the way back in his SEA roots. He spent that 1 year over in NA for himself last year, and then onto a Western Europe team, and now he's in the top 3. He's making a podium finish for himself no matter what happens in the rest of this series. We do have our players walking back at here. Tundra having that confidence. King Gladiators still going to have to try and find it for themselves here.
Yeah, he's definitely come a long way. He's very, very young. But years ago, he's really, really good in the laning phase. He plays many different heroes. He's very hardworking. He's just a very, very good teammate to have. Back to the point about like he's carrying as a support player. I think in this type of situation, you kind of can't really always rely on the same person to carry the game. It's good that Tundra has been like switching around. Sometimes the supports are having a good game, sometimes Ramsey is having a good game, sometimes Thompson is having a good game, and sometimes Pio is carrying the game. I feel like they have like a really good team going on there. They're taking turns if Thompson doesn't really get his heroes are going to
It makes it really hard to play against them, honestly. And the drafting has changed for Tundra as well, where Thompson picks that you would expect, the crazy ones that usually come out in the last phase, he's just playing normal stuff in half this game.
Yeah.
And it seems like the other teams are having the same reaction that we do, which is, oh, he's just Sand. Oh, well, he's just like, okay, well, and it throws a wrench in the entire draft.
That's what's given Tundra a lot of leeway, I feel, even in the upper bracket, despite maybe not always converting it to a win for themselves, but definitely preferring the lower bracket, is their last pick feels so gotcha. Even if it's a meta pick here, it's still a gotcha on where we're putting it, how we're going to play it, how we're going to match this up into your draft.
I mean, all the way from the last pick to the first pick, I think, is right now where Tundra is excelling. I'm starting to think that maybe you change your style of building this team, and you let some of the heroes in that are been permabanned, like the Naga. I feel like make them play this game. They haven't played it yet, and they're so good with the heroes right now. What do you want to ban against this team? You let the Sand King through, that seemed to be a big problem. You tried to answer it. Quinn doesn't only want to play Viper. He plays it to crush his lane, but it's sort of happened, but then he dies once, and then you're Viper, right? Now you're playing versus Sand King, so what are you going to play against? Are you going to play against the Lone Druid? I'd say definitely not. Are you going to play against their Sand King? Question mark. Okay, are you playing versus Viper?
You mentioned giving up you rather play against Invoker of all the heroes.
Alright, so like that's the last one. So we're in agreement that but Sniper needs to go, Sand King needs to go, and so does the Lone Druid. That maybe gives you one ban on what side you are. Does it Invoker? Is it Enchantress? Is it Tusk? There's a lot of heroes there that they can pick that they're really good with. So it's very difficult right now to draft against this team because midway through the tournament, they have found their identity, and I feel like that's exactly when you want to find your identity too, because now it's hard to solve you. You don't have much time.
Yeah, but if you're first pick, it kind of simplifies things a lot.
Yeah.
In this game, they have the priority to choose. I mean, we can't see what they picked, but I feel like being on the first pick after what happened in the first game is definitely going to make a lot of the decisions that we talked about a lot easier.
And I will say as well, Jamie, they play second pick 3 games in a row now. They've lost all 3, so maybe this first pick is something that needs to be addressed, because so far it seems like if you get one of these top 2 heroes this late in the tournament, it is difficult to find it.
Yeah, I agree. I think then they can leave in the Lone Druid, and also then they don't have to worry about the Mars, because they can first pick the Lone Druid. If the Mars goes out, they counter it. Maybe also leave in the Naga in the bans. That might allow them to get the Lone Druid through that ban phase is by forcing the ban out from the other side.
I mean, being on the first pick is just like really nice, because you have the 7th ban, and then the 7th ban, you can ban one hero after seeing your opponent's 4 bans, and then you pick the hero. So it gives you a lot of leeway to cover what you're going to leave in the pool, and what you're going to trade for if you want to trade for. If the enemy leaves 2 enemy heroes, you ban one, and you pick one, and then get nothing.
Alrighty, well, we don't have to speculate too much longer. In fact, I just want to get straight on into it, as we do have our draft for game number 2. There's a lot of back and forth here on my panel about what you want to let through. It does ultimately come down to if you're going to get 3 bans in the first phase or 4, if you're going to be that first pick. And Gaming Gladiators, they are the first pick here, which means they actually don't have to worry about the Naga Siren and the Siren being banned out. I'm sorry, I should say, happy to ban it out themselves.
They get Lone Druid, right?
Yeah, you either ban it here or you pick it up for yourself.
Yeah, I really sincerely doubt how they'll be Lone Druid get took on for every team that they're going to ban it, unless there's some crazy type stuff coming out. I don't see why you would have to do that. Okay, they get the Lone Druid.
They've made the Enchant, which is a good adaptation as well. They did not have to ban the Naga or the Sand, which allows them with the Lone Druid. sure, we're going to talk about the Mars and Ramsey's still good, but Holmesford, I find the best hero in the game against Mars because you can't steer back at all. It just doesn't work. So that's one great reason of it. And if you get trapped in arena, you just really take it. You don't mind.
He doesn't care. Yeah, the lone druid is almost impossible to kill. I mean, you spear the lone druid in the bear shield.
Yeah.
This is a reasonable solution to the lone druid because you have a slower timing in a way against lone druid. Because you need to maybe get your BKB. The lone druid kind of doesn't really need too much when you're fighting way earlier than the Wind Ranger, but it does give you some solutions.
Okay, surely this game we see a Revenant's move, right? A lone druid is an armor-based hero.
I mean, I would agree. I think Pure has shown that he's adapting a lot to the tournament. I think he looked at the games yesterday from Liquid and saw that as well. And he'll probably. I wish I could sound smarter as Jigs, but I said it earlier. The carry pool is just so limited. Lone Druid's picked, Wind Ranger's next on the list, and that's about it right now. So we got our two carries already figured out here. And now we're just going to start targeting the players that we feel like should be targeted. I feel like if you are on gaming, you're definitely looking at either Ramses or Thompson as per usual. So which one of those are they going to target? It's going to be the Sentinel for Tundra, and then the Clockwork. Actually, support respect works really well with the Clockwork and Light.
So we have seen gaming go for the Underlord versus the Wind Ranger, natural Crimson Fire, also a hero that has built-in damage reduction in the